supports. I play Luna, Rocket, Poke and
You start playing
Dagger.
Jeff a little bit, some kind of
Jeff,
stuff.
yeah, Jeff is another one. I'm pretty decent to good with like half the supports. The only ones I need to like really like start working on is like Loki, Mantis, Adam Warlock. Loki is the one I want to get good with next. He's like he's he's like the support version of like Sombra for me, like because he kind of plays a little bit like Sombra.
Yeah, I think Loki's crazy. So if you got we waiting for? We waiting for
I think we got everybody here.
no,
Yeah, everybody's here because Dave's at work. He works
okay.
Thursdays. That's why we alternate for Monday so that like he can play like every other week. And then and uh Tony's not gonna be Tony's on hiatus because of his work schedule, which he's gonna try and change in September. He's gotta wait until
Yeah.
September to like get it to like renew his contract because then he can like pick the schedule that he wants. So on hiatus. Oh, I didn't even plug my light in. So, what map is that? Is it the Water Deep? Yeah, the Water Deep map should be showing. I started adding like you zoom in. I added like these little white dots. If you hover over it, it'll tell you like the name of the name of the spot where the dot is at. Pretty much the places that the characters have been to or visited.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's just for me. It's just if I can just see it all the time. That's all.
Oh, yeah. You have to like actually, yeah. This would help
That's
you out.
fine.
This will help you out. Well, it'll help you out the battle maps too, so that like names aren't all over the place. You just got to go to settings and I think it's under graphics. Yeah, go to settings, go to graphics, and click on check the box that says hover to show token nameplate. Check that box. That way, like when you put the cursor over it, that's when you can see like the name and the bars and stuff. Instead of like
Okay.
instead of like being all of it stuck there at once.
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that'll clean that up.
Yeah, basically.
Good. I think they added a new bar. They added a new bar.
Please no. There's enough shit on my screen. Go ahead.
I thought they added a fourth bar. I get emails with their updates. I just swore it was like it might not be out yet. I think it's coming. Oh, that fourth bar would help because like that fourth bar would help because the I use the blue one for non-lethal damage, but sometimes I need the blue one for like uh sometimes I need the blue one for like something else, but it's taken up by like the non-lethal damage. I don't know. I just wish there was a fourth bar would definitely help me out. Cause like there's a bar that I use in case somebody's flying. I'll put like like what height they are in that bar. And then the red one, I use the red one for like special. I use the red one for special abilities that like people use all the time. Like for Xander, I put his fervor in there because like he uses that like crazy. So I put his fervor in for the red one. And like for Adler, I put his summons for his. And for Sophia, she's got her lay on hands on there. Pretty much the one thing everybody goes, uses a lot. For Lucian, it's his grit. For Dave's Bard, it's how many bardic rounds he has for his bardic performance. And for Luna, what do I have for Luna?
Oh yeah. So what did you see? Like he had a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking for like items that boost fucking intimidate. There's a mask, I think. Battle mask? Oh, it's a regular mask.
Yo, Lou, the only thing I'm missing on here is the 70 extra bullets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The alchemical cartridges.
All right.
So I should be at like 100 and something right now. And did you put the weapon cords on here? I don't know. Let me.
It's underneath the. I'm assuming the pistol.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I figured that's what it was. I figured that's what you was connecting it to. It should be like
yeah, yep.
underneath the pistol.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Cool. Just gotta hit the fucking control F sometimes. There's a lot
Oh
of
fuck.
shit on this thing.
Yeah, there it is. Then yeah, you have like 136.
Yep. Mhm.
Where's mm, intimidates? Mm, Maiden's helmet. We can change the name of that. Maiden's helm. All right. Well, instead of Maiden's helm, we can call it like what's Clemore's other names? Probably the Judge's helm or something. Found the helmet that gives a boost to intimidate. But we're gonna change the flavor. I'm not gonna call it the Maiden's helm.
Judge's home sounding kind of fire.
The Judge's helm. Or the helm of the damned.
Damn, helm, damn sounds fire too.
That's why I'll put that on your sheet. Same item, just a different name, different look. I mean, you could
How much is
describe
that?
how it looks, you know,
Yeah, how much does it cost?
like, where is it? Ain't even that much. Gives like +5 to intimidate, and it lets you do command once a day. 3 times a day lets you use command. Basically, If they fail their will save, you say one word and they have to do with that word. Like if you say run, they have to run. If you say drop, they fall prone. 3,500. It's pretty
That's not
cheap.
bad.
Yeah, pretty cheap for the group. For what? Yeah, what you
Nice.
got?
And that's not another pro.
It's a 3,500. So let's sell that. Say bye to the spoon. No gruel for anybody.
What'd you say?
Now I'm just deleting items that were being sold. Just boom.
Um, hey Lou, so
530.
when we pick up playing, are we picking up playing from a point in the game in which we are done with all our items and whatnot, and we're like picking up the game playing with our new character sheets, or are we picking up the game playing with our old character sheets?
Um, I mean, if there's nothing going on in between the downtime, then we'll be picking up. Um, I mean, once downtime, like I guess once the downtime events are over and the group is ready to move forward, then yeah, then the 12th level sheets kick in. But if like something is happening during like the second week or the third week,
Okay. I only asked that because I was looking at my character sheet and I didn't see the items that I had crafted during downtime. So I was only assuming that they weren't there because they're not done yet.
the summon
Which,
monster thing is not on there.
um, no, none of the wands are there, and the cloak is not there either.
Did you grab the new sheet?
Yeah, it says 12th level at the top.
When did you grab it?
Um, when you first put it up.
'Cause I put it up again. I updated it like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't get that one yet.
Oh. Yeah, I try to like constantly update it. I think it tells you the date that I updated it. Like if you look over to the upload date.
All right.
But like,
Also,
yeah.
there's a conflict that I want to settle before we move forward too. My shoulder slot is taken up on
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
so basically what's on her shoulder slot?
He's wearing a look at her items. He's wearing she's got bracers, one belt, the cord, her mule back cords that's letting her hair actually carry shit.
I don't think she needs that anymore now that she can go huge size. The meal pack cords was just so she could carry me because she didn't have the capacity as a large creature. But I'm pretty sure she'll have the capacity as a huge creature.
We'll put the cords in the bag in case anybody else needs to wear it, but
Well, I
that
could have
way.
sworn Lucian needed cords.
I think he did put that down.
Although I'll be surprised if he has a shoulder slot open for cords.
No, no, no. He's got a click of resistance +2.
That's what I was about to say.
Those cloaks,
Shit. Closer resistance at this point is
I
very
mean,
important.
unless you, because there are vests of resistance. If you wanted them to have a vest of
Mm,
resistance instead of a cloak.
nah, the cloak is very, very important for my character.
Okay.
It's gonna be his signature item going forward. So he's calling it Void Mantle. She's trying to copy off of his new mentor.
His head's taken up by the phylactery.
So yeah, I'm glad we got this little conflict out of the way first.
I mean, to add that to phylactery then. Yeah, we'll just add that to the phylactery.
Baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
What? 3,500.
Hmm. Where did we leave off at?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot.
Alright, Xander, let me re-upload him.
Yes, I'm not familiar. Your changes will save too. It's short of +1. And my HP, update my HP. We still have like the.
Yeah, I have the 2d8. Did you roll it or did you take?
I don't remember what I got.
I don't even remember
Rolling
you
it.
rolling it actually. Or you could take average. You could take 5 each.
5 each.
Yeah, so 10. You could take. You could just automatically have 10 added, or you could roll it.
Yeah, I just feel like it's just nice
Uh,
people want to fuck around. Fuck around and roll 2 ones and shit.
we'll save 8, 6, 8, 8, and 6. Oh no, it should be 8 and 7. Yeah, it's the wisdom. Of the wisdom. All right. Drive. Upload. Oh my god, come on. That shit wants to act up. There we go. Shit. Major worm. Correct. Oh my my god, come on. Load.
I see the cloak on my character sheet, Lou, but my save at those don't reflect the cloak.
Oh yeah, because I didn't put it on there because I didn't know what was going on with the pale lady stuff. So you just gotta add 5 to those. Pick it up. Vision 2.5. Five resistance.
And could you, if you don't mind, in parentheses next to that, if you don't mind, put in the word void mantle. And then I believe in order to cut the time down, I'm not sure how much time it was going to take, but um, I heard we could salvage the cursed items to cut down crafting time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the move for that.
I know there was a huge narrative that I put over in the group. The long story short of it is that um Adler spent his downtime pretty much like all the things that he's gonna come back. He spent learning from House to Black Cloak. So it's gonna be a lot of changes coming out of his downtime training sessions.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You,
what?
you gotta read, man. You gotta read. These things are important.
How you
What
gonna
now?
use it? How you gonna use a important NPC like that.
Well, because
That's
it's actually part of the lore. If
right.
you go when you read Shadow Dust, the Shadow Dust Forgotten Realms entry.
Maybe Hallister don't want to teach nobody.
Oh, I think he's gonna want to, because his goddess gave him a mandate,
I
which is to
know.
take out the
These are
Kiora.
these are things that I need to be. It's gotta. These are things that gotta be run by me.
It's not gonna do anything with it. It's a there's, there's nothing. What else are you gonna really do with it? Like, it's not really a part of the main story. But it is part of the actual lore of Forgotten Realms, the Shadow
It
Dust.
is if freaking Hallister is like involved with the group in some way. That's a big figure to just plop in. That's like somebody go. That's like somebody going. So, my character met with Felminster.
Nah, it's actually more than that, but you would have to read all of that to understand it. Right now, it just seems out of place, but it's really not. I use the actual lore itself as like what's going on. It has to do with the Kiori and
I don't.
Mistra pretty much
I'd have to look at the
doing
Hallister
that.
because I you have to be careful if you're looking shit up on the Forgotten Realms wiki because they involve stuff that hasn't happened yet because
No,
official.
I looked at the timeline. So this
Oh,
happened in 17. But right now we're in 1375. This happened 20 years ago, which is also written in the narrative that I put up there. So when the
he was doing
um
far realm shit 20 years ago. The fuck?
yeah, that's when the House of Shadow Dusk fell. The House of Shadow Dusk fell 20 years ago. And that happened right here in Water.
Oh, you know what? I did read something where he.
Right. They went down into Undermountain, and Black Cloak took in Shadow Dust
Oh,
form
that's
and
right.
was using them.
I forgot. Well, there was,
So that's what
I
using
think I
like directly.
remember. I remember reading something
Yeah, he took over
that
the entire
Hallister did.
house.
He took over the house 20 years ago.
Yes, he took over the entire house.
How come when I read up on the Shadow, I didn't see that in there?
It's straight up Forgotten Realms lore.
No, I know, but I read everything on that family, even from like shit outside the wiki. I didn't see anything about Hallister taking over the
Nah, so,
family.
so ultimately in the year of the harp in 1355. Right now we're in 1375, so it's like roughly 20 years ago. Shadow Dusk Hole was raised with all three sisters being killed in the family. One of those sisters was Hallister's with was Adler's mom. It's commonly believed that the watchful order of the Magisters and the Protectors was behind it. And that's the order that his dad was
I
leading.
remember that part.
Right. Since the destruction of their ancestral home, many of the family members relocated to Undermountain. Hallister Blackcloak monitored the Shadow Dust and groomed them for a violent and victorious resurgence in Waterdeep, in order, in order that he might rule the city through them. So, um, and that happened 20 years ago, which means that when this all kicked off, my character was 10 years old, which lines up perfectly
He
because
must have.
5 years after that was it was like 5 years after that is when you had the what you call it when the gods got kicked out in time of troubles.
He
So it's
must
like,
have. He must have not had much to do with them afterwards, because afterwards,
well,
I-
he is
the
insane.
part I
I
was,
forgot the plans.
I guess, yeah, because I'm like the part I kept reading was the, I think it was the brother of the sisters, like he took over and he was the one that like led them down the path of like looking into the far realm and doing far realm shit. And um and he like called other members of the family to like join like he was basically making a far realm cult, in other words.
Yeah,
he started like corrupting the family down that path.
right. I think that started
I
before they
had
got
had
ran out of Waterdeep
it
into
was
Undermountain.
it might have been before. I know it was definitely after Hallister then. I know it was definitely after Hallister because there was a date for like when
It was after Hallister,
it was after Hallister.
so I guess Hallister just
Well, because
forgot about.
there's an adventure book called Ruins of Undermountain that came out for third edition, and they're in it.
That's when he died, right?
No. That was
That's a different one. I know there's one where people thought that House of Blacklock was dead.
there was
All
no
this before
that
the
was another
fucking
adventure. There was another adventure where like they thought he was dead, but he was
he
captured
was like kidnapped by the
by the
fucking
Twisted Room.
circle.
Yeah, that was a second edition adventure. That happened a while ago.
Mm.
Um, that had happened already, like currently. No, this adventure book I think takes place like 1373, 1374.
Oh, so that means it's taking place pretty much around the same time as right now, because we're in
Yeah,
1375.
yeah, and that was that's like the most recent information I got on the family, and it was in that book where they talked about the family, and they brought up the brother, and then they brought up how like he had like gotten other members of the family together, and he like has been corrupting them to do far realm shit to like delve into the far realm, and then
Hmm.
you kind of find out why. There's like another little extra secret underneath that layer. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Well, that makes things
Yeah, I guess they
a
gotta
little
get
extra
their.
weird. I can't say what it is, but like, I
Is
mean,
it one of those situations where someone came along and just retconned something, and so now there's just two different things? Because that it sounds to me the way you're making it sound is that the Shadow Dusts are now getting into Far Realm shit in like 1375 or 1370s, but like the original lore says they were getting into that shit like 20 years ago, like 1330s, and the house fell from back then.
I'm trying to
So
find it.
I guess they have their shit fucked up. But I try to build
Expedition.
the
That's what it was. Expedition to the mountain. Sublevel 0. Shadow Dust Cold. Okay. Shadow Dust family made its fortune in trading. Three daring Shadow
Mhm.
Dust daughters became famous for sponsoring and leading adventuring expeditions into Undermountain. Later, well, I can't say that part, but they married into various guilds and eventually later they married the sisters married into various guilds and eventually infiltrated the Shadow Thieves. They orchestrated the sundering of this organization, taking a small splinter group and relocating this small sublevel of on the mountain. Here they founded a base. So we can to the downtime. They grabbed
Yeah, that's a definite retcon.
where's the one about the brother?
Yeah.
Big time retcons going on. That article makes it look like they willingly went to Undermountain. Nah, they got ran out of fucking of Waterdeep because people started suspecting that they were cavorting with aberrations. But then their cover started getting blown because they were starting to use those aberrations against their rivals and political fucking rivals. And so it got traced back to them. And that's when the Watchful Order, the magistrates, and the protectorates ran the coup, ran them up out of town, burned their shit down, and the three sisters died in that fire. And the rest of the shadow
Ah,
dust that were
there it
left over
is.
ran to
That's why
ran
I
to
didn't
water.
do any. That's why I didn't do anything with Hallister Blackcloak. Alistair monitored them and groomed them for violent and victorious resurgence in Waterdeep so that he might rule the city through them. But when you look at the
Yep.
footnote, it says this information came from Waterdeep, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which was published in 2018, which is 4th edition, which this doesn't happen until 100 years later.
Excuse me. Mm.
So yeah, at this moment, Hallister's not grooming them or anything. He doesn't do this until later, way later. That's probably why. That's probably why I was like, Hallister Black, because I remember reading this and just wiping it from my memory because there was no point in keeping that information. I'm like, oh, this shit happens in 4th edition. This is 100 years later. That doesn't mean anything to me right now. Because if it wasn't, I definitely would have used him. I definitely would have came to you and been like, "Hey, Hallister's involved with the Shadow Dust. Like, we got to do something with him."
Mm.
I would have came to you for sure. But yeah, that's 100 years later. It's like 1380 something, or I mean 1480 something or whatever. Uh, yeah, I hover over the footnote to see like where the information's coming from because there's now 5 editions of the game. You have to like check the footnotes to make sure like whatever it is they're talking about is it current or is this like previous editions?
Luckily, in my case, what I did write still stands as far as like events are concerned. It may not, the history as far as that may not work out, but as far as the threat of the Kiore
Yeah,
to
there's the brother.
Toro and Hallis to be in charge with taking care of that, and my character is tied to it because of his meddling and the cerebral blot. Well, that still works out.
Varian. Where did I see that? That's his uncle's name, Zarian.
Yep, Zarian Shadow Dust.
That was the one that was with the far right. Shit, there it is. But anyway, uh, the fuck is that?
Do not know.
Yeah, something in the background.
This nigga's like in the basement, in the fucking garage. How can you guys hear anything?
Your mic is mad
Here is no.
sensitive.
No, it's muted. So is it like going through the camera?
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably the wrong uh output, the wrong out the or input, the wrong input. Let me go down real quick.
So are we starting at level 12? Is this what we're doing? Are we starting?
I would
Or
like to start at
we're
level
still
12.
like.
I
Me
don't.
too,
I
yo.
don't.
Let's that downtime is dragging right now. 2 sessions of this is alright. Let's move on.
I don't think there's anything left to really do.
That's what I'm saying. It's been like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks almost. We've been fucking doing downtime. It's enough of that. Where's Petardo at?
I am not sure.
Cartito. He said, "What the fuck was that?" Texas Chainsaw Massacre in my shit.
All right. Um, man. All right. Picking up where we last left off.
Uh-oh. Let's do it.
It was the conclusion of chapter 5. The characters had become the champions of the Champions Games of the Field of Triumph, as well as heroes for preventing a pretty nasty catastrophe from happening. The Watchful Order and the City Guard arrived, as well as oh, what is this? It's raided, being raided. Hey, what's up? Live and let die. Thank you for the raid. How was your guys' game? Give them a shout out. Oh, what's up, Haida?
Yo, where's Pichardo at?
He's logged in.
Don't worry about Pachardo.
We need him. We need.
I've
We
been
need some.
I've been listening this whole time.
So we need Sophia.
Eh,
We need our heroic leader.
Shoot, I forgot to fix my chat window. There we go. Let's see. Oh, where was I? Of course, your group gave support to the authorities that showed up. You hear the guards. Hear like the commanding officer over the city guard of this situation. Not like the man of the whole guard, but a captain, pretty much. Um, hear the captain call out and say, he says, "Oh, uh, seems this situation that was reported has been taken care of. You can you don't have to send the Grey Guard, not the Grey Guard. Fuck. Wait, is that the? Hold on. Totally forgot the fucking group's name. Totally forgot. Why is it the Gray Hands? I said the Grey Guard. So you can call off the Gray Hands. The situation has been handled. We won't need their service for this. And of course, anybody curious about the Gray Hands can roll a local check or a lore check if you have a lore check that pertains to Waterdeep. Um, well, obviously in Cassidy's case, he just take 10 on all his shit. Um,
We do have a Cassidy.
yeah, I do have a walking fucking encyclopedia right now. And Cassidy's pretty much like, oh, I've performed for them a couple of times. Pretty nice fellas. They're the Grey Hands are pretty much quote unquote like the Avengers of Waterdeep. They're a group that is an elite force of high-powered adventurers that directly answer to the Lords of Waterdeep. Not a big organization. It's a small, their numbers are small, but the members are capable of confronting the most powerful foes. And the Lords of Waterdeep don't really call on them unless there's no other option. Because their battles tend to cause some collateral damage on the city. Um, they are they're led by a man named Jardwim, and what Helbin's Helbin's an authority figure in this as well. What does Kelvin not have his hands in? The fuck? He's an authority figure. I don't know if he's a. But anyway, it's led by a man named Jardwim, who is a an Aluskan human ranger of Myliki, and a few other members of the group: Asper, Harshnag the Grim, Hrus of Asudan, and Karalias Edogir. Um, they've been called. The word has been sent out. They don't have to. They don't have to show up to this. Apparently, there was a big call to send them out there, considering the monstrosity that fucking was about to get let loose. Um, and then your characters, and then your group, were called. Um, if there was a way to go below and see if the apostolate scrolls are there or were they taken. So and unfortunately they were there. They were there, and you grabbed them before anybody else did, because you didn't want that in the hands of anyone else. Um, and then you went out and you celebrated that evening with Auric and his group, and after that celebration, your characters, you woke up the next day and you began to discuss amongst yourselves um what what you need to get done before you can try and continue forward and now investigating what leads to follow, to what leads you have and which ones to maybe follow, um to learn more of like what's next on the Ebon Triad's plans to and now also the cult of Kius is directly involved, which makes sense. We're expecting at some point to bump into Kius's own followers, and you have, because lately you've been dealing with a different group, the Ebon Triad, the group that wants to also help release Kius, but for their own purposes, not to free him, but to have their god steal his power. Um, so yeah, your character had grouped up to discuss the matter of what to do next, what leads to follow up on, but most importantly when, because now your characters realize that they need to they have plenty of magic equipment sort through and now that with them in water deep, be easier to get things done, to strengthen themselves and to learn, to use their resources that they now finally have to increase their knowledge and their experience and their mastery of what they're capable of to maybe increase the enhancements of their own gear and be ready and to make themselves ready for what they'll have to deal with next. And there's no you there doesn't seem to be like any any currently pressing matters, but you did discuss amongst yourselves if a matter did show up to the try and alert the rest and so that everyone can follow up on that. Um, but in the meantime, you kept yourselves very busy in the city. Um, Mechanics wise, increasing 2 levels worth of, of skill, you know, uh, fighting techniques and magic and knowledge and uh, the market and dealing with the markets um, and learning more about Waterdeep and getting to know more of its citizens and more of the and obviously not just the citizens but any foreigners that come through as well and travelers and traders and um, the time pretty much the downtime you know it went by quickly because of well it's going by quickly because of all the many things that just your group has to do. Um, I do have a calendar. I don't know why this didn't work again. Let's give a shout out to Hayudalum as well. I think my shout out. I think it's like every 15 minutes I can do one. Something like that. What a
Otorogen.
shout out to Hyla.
No.
There we go.
No.
Um, not this wait, no, not that calendar. Where is it? Here we go. So we have here. It was the 11th month of the year 1370. Are we in 74 or 75? 74. Okay, that's what I thought. It's not 1375 yet. The year 1374, Dale Reckoning. Um, it was the 11th month, the equivalent of November, the month of Uktar, the rotting. And from days 5 through 8 of this month was the Champions Games. And so your downtime was what's this? Oh, Sniper Chase has joined. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Where was I? Oh, the ninth day of the month, and all the way. It's gonna go all the way to the very last day, to the 30th. That I've gotten the downtime period, pretty much. So it'll be Nightall the first, um, where your characters, actually, we also need to discuss. I think the group has been staying. No, not that place. Yeah, yeah, they've been here at the Cricket House Inn. Of course, Xander has his own little place down here in the neighborhood where the Death Watch Chapel's at. So your characters do have two places of, to rest. Um, especially at the Crooked House Inn where the gnome has been very thankful for your characters saving his life. And
I gotta love that gnome.
um, so I would say, what is the gnome's name? Been a while. Been a while. Yes, worms.
His name is Bobby Bloodclot.
Boxy blood pot.
Becca.
Mr. 24. It was something with a number.
Becca.
Magazine. Hold up. 127. Yeah, his name was in here. Tarquin. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tarquin Shortstone the 26th.
Oh, I was off by 2 number. I said
That
24.
was his name.
Short stone.
I posted his name in the chat. Proprietor of the Crooked House Inn, which is in the neighborhood known as Midnight's Muddle, which occupies one block within the city ward just southeast of the market. And that's what this yellow box is. That that area is like a neighbor is an entire neighborhood called Midnight's Muddle. And the Crooked House lies at the north tip of it, the corner of the High Road and Bazaar Street. So the characters that are staying at the inn, you wake up, you get your food, and you prepare your, get yourself prepared and ready for the day. And let's see, I should probably roll. I'll roll randomly, see who receives this message. We got what, 5 people staying there? Yeah, Xander's at his place. All right, we'll do Ophelia, Luna, Lucian, Adler, Cassidy. Number 3 looks like Lucian. So Lucian, as you're getting ready to like leave the Crooked House Inn to go tend to anything else that go out throughout the city.
Yeah,
Um,
he was probably gonna go to Tamura's chapel
the
and donate.
Tower of Luck, which is I do have
Yeah,
that. Yeah, here it is, right there.
yeah, he was probably gonna go donate at some
You're
point during
ready to
downtime.
you getting ready to make your way over to the Tower of Luck. Um, and Hawkwin, uh, he comes around the counter and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad I was able to bump into one of you." And you immediately notice the look on his face is like distraught, like his like he looks like he's been crying recently.
Hmm.
Um, and he oh, this is another raid. Oh my God, got 2 raids. Thank you for the raids, player. Hey,
What up? What up?
what's up, everybody that is here? What is up? Let's give you that shout out, man. Let us all shout out. Leia. Very sleepy. Yeah.
Late night crew here.
That's my sister! That's my baby! That's my little sister! That's her!
Played a random clip. Um. Ah, yes. Oh yeah, you are close to a milestone. All right, so if anybody here has not followed Slayer Case yet, please do. Very close to his milestone. An army of lurkers. Um. Where was I? Oh. He's like shakily, like as if he's trying to like get out like this news, and you immediately know it's gonna be bad. Judging from from his face features and his demeanor, like seems to be somebody he was pretty close to. And he goes, a mutual friend of ours. He's been. It's Dagsum. They found him murdered in his home.
Oh shit.
Him and his wife, Chris Wands. That's
Mm.
this is this is gonna be. Uh, if you didn't hear it from me, you would definitely be hearing it out on the broadsheets throughout Waterdeep, because this she's a member of the royal family of not royal family. She's a member of the the nobility of the Wands nobility family. Daxum's always it's just tragic. I mean, I can't think of any enemies he could have made that would have done something like that to him. Is it?
Lucian looks at the note and he's like, I can't think of anybody want to kill him, but I know people that would want to kill him just to get at us.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. And
Fuck. And Lucia calls out for are we all in the same we're all in the same place?
everybody's at the same inn.
Lucia calls out for Sophelia. He's like, Sophelia, Addie, Luna, Daxon,
So you
he's
guys
been killed.
Yeah, you guys are the rooms that you're in.
Oh,
Lucy and yeah, you go up there, you go up to the rooms, and, you open the knock on the doors, and then
oh,
you go
everybody's in the room.
inside.
My bad. I thought we were all in like a
Oh,
tavern. My bad.
well, I don't know. I assume
Yeah.
I rolled randomly to see who came down the stairs. I assume
Okay.
I don't assume every character
Yeah.
wakes up at the exact same time. Like, somebody like
Yeah.
I don't know who's a morning person, but or who starts their day late, or Luna was busy all night reading and she's probably knocked out, like drooling on her book or whatever.
So Ophelia really early.
I could
Lucian's
see,
probably just
yeah,
getting in from gambling. That's
I could
probably why.
see
I'll say
Sophia
that.
Xander,
waking
Xander
up
would be up.
mad early.
Xander would probably be up early too. But he's at
Lucian's
his
probably
house,
just
so
coming
I
in.
don't think he would go right to the tavern first. He'd probably go to the church first.
Maybe at the Death Watch
Uh,
chapel. Yeah, yeah, because you
In the
got your own.
morning,
You have your own. You actually have your own own apartment like near the chapel. They
no,
they
no.
they they provided that for you, so you're like, yeah, you're over there currently. Um, you're over there currently as they are, had finished um
all right.
enchanting your
Well, I would definitely go get Sophia first. Then I would go right up to Sophia's room and knock on the door, bang on the door.
So Ophelia, she's like sitting like cross-legged, like meditation, praying, and she goes out. Who is it?
And they're like Luna, I mean Sophia, Sophia, get up.
Called her Luna by accident.
Yeah, I called up Luna. I said, get up. Daxam, he's been murdered and his whole fucking family.
As soon as she hears that, she just basically like gets up. She don't have her armor or anything on, but all she does is just basically like grabs like the sheath of Fiend Slayer, and then she just like leaps out of the room. She's basically like in her like, how do I say this? Like she's like wearing like a top and like long pants, almost like a sleeping gown in a way, and she just grabs her sword and just like goes out pretty much. And it goes like, where? When did this occur?
Apparently last night at his house. So he hands Sophia the note um that he got from Tarquin. He's like, I got it from the gnome downstairs. Shortstone.
What the note said again? I forgot.
Basically that uh Daxam's been murdered and his wife too.
She does a linguistic skill check. Could she tell who wrote this letter or
oh the so the letter was came from um what's that this? Oh, actually no. Would it be a letter? No. Actually, it wasn't a letter. It was more of a it was a I'd say Tarquin got the message from not the got the message. He learned about it that morning. Because he goes I was supposed to meet with he was supposed to meet with Dagsum um last night for a game of dragon chess because they like to play dragon chess over at the Elfstone Tavern. Um that's like, it's been like their thing, their hangout thing, their hobby together.
that's how we first met them when we got to the city.
Yeah.
And he Daxam was, he didn't show up. So Tarquin went back home and he, checked up on checked up on his staff and checked up on everything at the inn, and then he went to bed, and it was like early, he woke up early the next morning and went straight to Daxam's house to check on him, and that's when he found out. So he came back and he knows that like you guys have worked with him recently, and so when he saw Lucian, Lucian was the first person he saw, and he informed him. He said that he goes, Tarquin does go. He says the watchful members of the watchful order and the city guard, and there's even a couple of there's even a master lord of Waterdeep that's over there. They're all like investigating.
Lord Lord Patagas, is he still at large? Has he been caught by the authorities?
Ah, Lord Prendergast. It doesn't seem that he is. I haven't heard any news that he's been captured. No.
Mm. He's still fucking out there. Him and fucking ballsack.
Do you think that we're responsible for his untimely demise?
Lucian nods. He says, I can't think of anyone else who'd want to kill him other than people that know he's helped us.
But why would they kill his wife also?
Collateral damage. The only way we're going to find out is we have to get over there. I'll get everybody else.
Agreed.
I'm going to go wake up Adelar. I'm gonna do that. And you see Adam, he runs over to Adelar's door and he bangs on the door. He's Addy, wake up!
While Lucian does that, Sophie goes back to her room and starts like gearing up, you know, equipping the rest of her equipment.
Addie screams back, "Get a bunch of put on the makeup!"
Lucia's like, what? Get the fuck up, man! I'm playing around.
You know, breaking the third wall and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now he gets like random fucking far realm visions.
Mm-hmm. So he's having to
So
be
so
fucking.
so 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 we do this thing where like some of these weird far realm visions he has is like, yeah, we're kind of breaking like fourth world shit
Just a little bit.
just a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Yeah, we did that with the first time we did it was when this guy fucking Samuel suddenly changed it to where fucking Roth didn't have tusks anymore. So I was like,
Yeah.
so like Adler's the only one that remembers him having tusks, and then suddenly he doesn't, and he's like, I know I don't normally
Yeah.
hallucinate, so
He kept bringing it up
Steinke.
as like an inside joke. He kept bringing it up.
Yeah,
right.
Steinke.
Like, no, this is not. That was not reality. What
Actually,
did I?
that's not even the last time I think Matt had a problem with that. There was a creature that like I'm gonna be summoning like way later on level, but they the title of it, or at least something in the description, had it where it was called Sun Eater. So I thought it was funny to call it to retitle it Nika the Sun Eater. So I put it up in the chat, and Matt got so upset. He was like, "You can't just do that. You can't just take like established IP and just reconstitute it as part of your character." I'm like, it's not like a direct reference. It's just funny and ironic that Sun Eater, Sun God, Nika the Sun Eater. Like, there's no Nika is not. It's not the only word ever in like existence is Nika for fucking One Piece. He's like, you know what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I do. It's just fun. It's funny.
Yeah, he would get angry easily. Makes you want to poke fun more.
Pretty much. I was like, I'm gonna do that for all my fucking creatures. Then I'm gonna have it where they're like a spoof off of something that's real, just to piss people off. Yeah, there was a
He,
Cyclops I wanted to summon, and I
he
wanted to
didn't get
call him Mr.
he didn't get
Summers.
a he didn't get upset. He didn't get upset with the feel that used to give
Yeah,
Sabuna Scooby
yeah.
snacks. I used to
Louis
love
did.
Scooby snacks. Remember, I
Louis
was like,
didn't give me. Louis didn't give me that summon. Yeah, I was this level was a Cyclops named Mr. Summers. I was gonna do that for all my creatures, just like a
You know,
little head nod.
it's
You-
funny you mentioned that. When I saw
Wow.
that last name, I was thinking of Cyclops too.
Yeah, yeah. It was mad funny. It was like a Cyclops named Mr. Summers would be
It's,
godlike.
it's kind of cool. That was inspiration.
When he dies, he
Um,
screams, Gene! Dies.
Nobody ever knows why.
No one knows why. He just screams out, Gene!
Um, yeah, so your characters, yeah, you get yourselves ready and you make your way towards, towards his home at the midnight, in the midnight muddle. And, there's, several residents, you know, out in the street gossiping, talking, and you can see the city guard there, and you can see the couple of members of the Watchful Order. They're like, you can see them concentrating, like they're like focusing on
Mm.
like they cast to detect magic. They're like looking for magic auras, like so they're doing like a investigation. Um,
Mm.
Addie would take a minute to summon Pale Lady.
uh, before he left, or right
But
there.
before he left, not right
Oh, okay.
there. Yeah.
Watchful Order comes up. What's he doing? What the? They start to freak out. Um. So yeah. So then you're coming there with Pale Lady, and residents that citizens do give you give your characters a wider berth. They see your
There we go.
group, but then they see her and they're like, okay.
Yeah, wide berth. Very antisocial. Get up out of here. Clear the crime scene.
Your group is actually, although there are whispers and and call out a few of them that you can make out pretty easily with your perception, and you catch on that people recognize your group. um they start to, you hear stuff like, um "Oh, those are the guys that took down that chimera." And it's like, yeah, and they're the champions they're the champions of the games that happen at the Field of Triumph. That's them. That's them.
Mm. The
um
Wait,
kids
do we get
didn't
a
even know.
belt?
Yeah,
Don't we get
Lucian's
a
wearing
belt?
the belt.
Oh,
Lucian's
Lucian wearing
wearing
the
the
belt?
belt.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to
Lucian
say,
has
I
the
just
belt
saw
on.
him.
Yeah,
That's well,
Lucian
Alice
has.
says that. He goes, wait a second, don't we get a belt? He looks around.
Lucian flips open the jacket. He taps the belt on his on his waist. He's like,
we
right
got
here.
we got we got trophies too. I think we got
Yeah,
trophies.
we got trophies as well.
Appropriate. Yes.
So Sophie goes like, all the three trophies we're gonna put at your place, Madeline, at the Watchful.
I can't wait. How we hauling it back? Teleportation. Huh?
um so the city guard and one of the members of the Watchful Order, they see your group coming forward, and at first they were like, a few of them were like on guard, but like a few of the others were like, I don't know, uh,
These those boys.
yeah, right, they let them know,
Right.
Yeah.
no, that's Night Watch. Um, like, oh, Night Watch, oh, those are the guys that I heard won at the Champions Games. Like, yeah, well, what are they doing here? Uh, one of them goes, oh, some of the people over there have said that they came to visit Daxam a few rides ago. Um, so like not
Rest in
so
peace,
they
Daxon.
so they pretty much like established that, like, all right, you guys are here to find out what's going on. So the captain of he comes over and he goes, greetings. I've been told who you are. Uh, well, for starters, congratulations on the games. But unfortunately, uh, if you're here to learn about what happened to Dagsum and I think Chris, yeah, Chris, Kryss, and his
So
wife, Chris Swans.
didn't they have a servant too? What happened to the servant?
Mm, did I do a servant? Oh, you know what? I think I did at first, and then I realized that the servant wasn't supposed to be there at all. It was supposed to be his wife Chris instead of the servant.
I don't
Mm.
even remember meeting the wife. We met her before?
She was there the second time you
No.
guys and she even offered. I think she offered. She was like, "You have my family's resources if you ever need
Uh,
magic." You know,
oh, it was the
she has.
second time, but the
Yeah, she
first
was like,
time she was not there.
yeah.
Okay.
First time I did have like servant there, and then as I was reading the adventure, because it got converted to forgot. There's a Forgotten Realms conversion for the adventure, and when I was reading that that particular character actually got replaced with Chris Swan. So I was supposed to have her
Oh,
be the one and not the other guy. So
okay.
basically, that servant doesn't exist. Wasn't supposed to exist.
Oh, we had
It's
Adler
been
then.
Okay.
retconned as the wife, pretty much.
So basically, Sophie does not remember nothing like that. Only the wife. Got it. We just had only Adler remembers both versions.
Only Adler remember.
Only Adler's gonna remember that shit.
We just had a
um.
Steingate moment.
So. Oh yeah. So the captain of this. The captain continues. He goes. He goes. We're still trying to. We found them in there. They were slain with weaponry. When trying to see if there's
Oh,
any magical traces, if there was maybe any. We're looking to see if there's any recent magic auras or any recent
was
magic that's
anything
been used.
was the home burglarized? Was anything stolen?
No, doesn't appear like anything was stolen. It looked like a hit. As for why, that's what we're trying to figure out. We've got,
Mm.
Chris Swans is a member of a noble family, and Dagsum, he had long stopped his adventuring days, and
We did had a group of doppelgangers try to assassinate us before.
yeah, that's part of a list of suspects. Uh, he goes, we only have, he goes, we only have, one, he said, we have one witness.
Wasn't Daxum a wizard though?
Yes. So whoever it was able to go through any magic wards that he had. So it must definitely be somebody with that kind of resources and that kind of power to do so. But we do have one witness. He goes, he goes, so this witness is well, we happen to catch this witness from a different incident. He's a child, uh, and in order to not be reprimanded for thieving in the streets, told us he did have information about what he saw here in this neighborhood last night. We have somewhat of a sketch. He said we have a sketch by one of our artists, and so he turns over to one of the guards. He's like, "Has it been finished yet?" And the guard's like, "Yes, like, yes, sir. She finished the drawing." And he unrolls like, some he unrolls this paper, and as your characters look at it, he's like, this is the best that the kid could describe about. Luckily, they go. Luckily, the kid is a tiefling, so they were able to get a good look, even though it was night. And your characters,
Is the child still there?
you see the face. No, you don't see the child anywhere. Um,
Mm.
but the guard goes, if you know, he shows you he shows it to you. He's like, hopefully this kid's not lying, otherwise he's in even bigger trouble for wasting our time. So if you recognize this figure, just let us know.
We inspected.
Oh,
I mean the drone.
isn't isn't this? I forgot his name.
Captain Overall,
Fucking
you guys recognize it's
yeah,
the right hand man of
uh,
Lord Prendergast.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Lucian had a special introduction to him,
Yeah,
Mm. So
and
I guess Lucian
Lucian
is listening to us. Then.
Lucian looks at the picture and he goes, "This motherfucker, fucking Pendergast, this fucking henchman." And he looks over at Sophia. He's like, "I'm gonna kill him."
It definitely looks like him. Wow. So Fila, you could see she feels like saddened somewhat. Uh, Even like a little guilt ridden somewhat. It's like, wow, I did not know that just trying to get information from him would have cost this. It's our fault that him and his wife met their untimely demise.
Our fault for
We shouldn't have let
moving in a
Pendergast
world.
escape.
It's our fault for simply moving in a world with other people in it. Come on now. Why should I take responsibility for someone else's murder? I don't
It
even want
was
to take responsibility for my
Because he
own.
wouldn't have been murdered if it
it
wasn't
was
for us.
it was a cowardly act. He knows
I
that
am
tried to kill us, so he went for someone that
s-
they know have a connection to us.
I'm no one else's evil. I'm my own evil, if anything. And last time I checked, I've been a very, very good boy as of late. Isn't that right, pale lady? And he looks over at her, and you just hear a tentacle slap against the ground. And, in response, you hear, Sabuna still lives. See, we've been good.
Mhm. Lucian's like, our actions have consequences, all of them.
Did Daxam
At
at
this
least was able
point,
to
if it
put
wasn't for us connecting with Daxon, he wouldn't have been in harm's way. It is
is
kind of on us. We should have known better, especially when Pendergast escaped. We shouldn't have been celebrating. We should have been watching out for the people that are connected to us. They probably are killing more of them.
I take accountability.
No.
I take accountability for that, Lucian. That was your first instinct, and I did say that we should leave it to the authority. It looks like it was a lack of judgment on my part.
You guys are way too hard on yourselves. Death happens. People lose things. I lost things. I didn't come
Hmm.
back with my mind, did I? You don't see me complaining about it.
But you, at
Oh,
least
we
you
see.
still have your life. They lost their life,
We
especially
see.
Lady Wan. She's not even a warrior or a wizard. She's a civilian. At least Daxam, he's a wizard. I mean, did he even put in a fight, or was he assassinated in his sleep?
So they should have been stronger? Is that
It's
what
not
I'm
about
hearing?
It's not about stronger, Adler. Anyone could be sleeping and anyone could put a knife through your throat. I mean,
Shit, you
for
just had a knife in your back not too long ago.
Would you have blamed yourselves for that?
For letting you wander off alone without my help? Possibly. I would have felt some sort of guilt for not being there for you.
Aw,
right.
you should think that through. I'm bound to do very, very dangerous things.
We're all bound to do very dangerous things, but that's what makes us friends. We always look out for each other, even in those dangerous moments.
So we know the risks.
We
You
know the
think the
risks.
wands knew the risks? Talking to
No,
us?
I don't think they knew the risks.
I think moving forward, we have to be careful who we associate with and what information we disclose, because we might be putting others in danger, especially with this age of war and prophecy thing. You probably got
Absolutely.
knowledge. And as surprisingly, I expected Balzac to be involved with the cult, but what was truly a surprise for me was that Lord Poltergast, a gladiator or lord of the city, was also involved in this cult. So, what did he stand
Listen,
to gain? Why would he join a cult that's the end goal is to kill everyone, kill the planet? I just
more
don't get it.
power. Maybe he was promised some sort of power that he can. Unimaginable power. That's the
Maybe
only reason I
he's
can think of.
maybe he's lonely. Cults have lots of people. He can make lots of friends.
He did not seem the type to be lonely. He had a whole retinue of, how do I say this? Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. People follow him around everywhere.
And this son of a bitch. And Lucian throws the picture on the floor.
Lucian, you think with your contacts between you and Cassidy, you think you could probably find out if he's still within the city limits?
It's only one way to find out.
This time I'll tag along too.
I
I'll
think we
tag
should all
along
stick
too.
together. I think we should all stick together.
Agreed. Apparently, we still have enemies at Mist.
Can you put
Even
his name in the chat, Lou? The right hand man? I keep forgetting. I know I didn't spell it right. Oh, Carl?
Hold on. Uh,
I know I'm butchering that name.
one
Ball
point
sack.
seven.
Right. All right.
Hold on. Let me. Oh, that's the wrong one.
So, I mean, I guess I could meet up with you guys at some point now, right?
I figured they. I mean, did you guys go straight
I
there,
went
or did
straight.
you? You
I
went
went
straight
straight to
there.
Daxton Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys would have to go to Xander's place and let him know all this.
Santa has to be
Yeah.
extra and go to his own place.
We'll
He
look
had
at
to be
Xander
extra.
first.
Either,
He looking
either
down
there
on us,
or
cheap motel. He's like, nah, I'm staying with my temple buddies.
No, I got my own place, my own house in the city.
He
Right.
got a he got a 5-star B&B. We over here had a 1-star like spot.
his
That's
name is
crazy.
yeah, Okarol.
It's
Okarol. Yeah.
it's okay. We always gotta have one person's bougie. It's all
I'll
good.
type it out.
I mean, it's even crazy. I got a crib, yo. That's the crazy part. I got a whole crib.
Oh, you got to be
Damn,
living somewhere, and you're in
that's true.
level 9. We
So
started him at
Sophia and Luna back in Daggerford, they live like in Section 8 housing.
Damn.
in Daggerford. No, do they? I mean,
You said,
that would
you
be
said it was
their
like an
choice.
apartment tenement.
But
You say it was like they live in an apartment
Yo,
tenement, like
Section
I
8
mean,
crazy.
there is a neighborhood in Daggerford where it's a little more, it's more run down like the rest of than the rest of the place. But I didn't think they were living there.
nah. I think you mentioned something that the Mystic Fire Knights like gives them quarters.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah, they provide like yeah, they provided you and Luna with like board and room at
I
nearby,
got I gotta pay
nearby,
my membership.
nearby
I gotta pay my
whatchamacallit.
membership dues. I think I'm gonna pay like a year's worth of membership due for them.
Oh yeah, they have dues.
Yes, it's not that expensive. It's like 10 gold pieces per month. She's gonna pay like a 1 year's worth of dues.
What am I doing? Oh, I was trying to get this done.
Dax got murked. Was there any evidence of a struggle or a fight in his house, apartment, wherever he lives at?
They said there seemed to be there had seemed to have been like a bit of a struggle, but like it looked like he was caught by surprise.
Mm. What level? Around what level was he, Daxum? Do we know?
I'd say you talked to him long enough to like and s- to know that he was
Like what? Like what's the higher tier level he could cast? For example, I know Luna will figure that out when they're talking.
yeah. But remember where was it? He was oh
We already know Okoro is nasty, so
Y-
I don't
Yeah,
even
because
think it mattered what level Daxon was.
um Jackson he was level 7
oh, okay,
up to like 4th level spells.
okay.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
already know it.
I thought he was buddies with Luna's dad.
Yeah, he is. He's
Isn't Luna's dad like?
he's a
Isn't
gaunt.
Luna's dad like an archmage or something?
No. He's not an archmage.
I thought that's
He's
what I
able to
saw.
cast like 6th level spells. He's like level 12.
Ah, okay, so they're not in the same level range then.
No. Dag some, did his thing for a while, settled down.
Got it.
Not everybody, not everybody wants to kind of get
He married into nobility, but he
right.
has
Not everybody
Right.
wants to,
yeah.
get you have to deal with the burden of getting to level 20.
He married into some money and said, I'm done."
Yeah, at level 7 in a major city, you're relatively safe. But I guess
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dagsum is he's a pretty well known practitioner of the arcane arts in Waterdeep. Um, yeah, he's a gaunt and ghostly pale Eluskin human man, uh, an austere man of moderate height, given to bulky blue and green robes, and
resting knowledge.
but despite his apparent physical failings, he is a skilled practitioner of the art with a hunger um for learning. He still studied like magic and was into like the power that it has. Um, he originally hails from Port Lost, and he had a brief apprenticeship with Malcor Harpel at the Tower of Twilight. They did not part company as enemies, but they haven't spoken in over 25 years. He came to Waterdeep to make his fortune. He had a brief adventuring career that gave way long ago to um, casting spells and tutoring lesser mages for fees. So, he stopped adventuring for a bit and just became a tutor, teacher. Make some pretty decent money off of that,
Mm,
teaching the art. Um, and he's usually found at the Elfstone Tavern, and he keeps an apartment nearby that tavern with his wife. Uh, oh, Kyrus. Kyrus? 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 That's a weird spelling. How her name is spelled.
Kaido.
No, Kyrus. There. Kyrs. Swans is her name.
That's
Although,
really that's just one letter short of Q's. Just replace
um,
the R and put in that
right.
U.
he
huh, true.
Somebody gotta go get
And I'd say with
Alexander.
Cassidy, yeah, I'd say with Cassidy's knowledge for sure, he knows that Dagsum also tends to prefer to engage in spell casting in the City of the Dead. It's protected by hired guards, where few can glean his secret through observation. So he like practices magic out there and practices, does like some experiments, but he doesn't want anybody to like be looking in on what he's doing. So he has guards hired to like keep people away from him while he's at the City of the Dead. Um, Despite the name City of the Dead, um, during the day it is a public park. Like people go there and have picnics and shit. Um, but it's at night they close the whole shit down. Because there's sometimes undead that got to be dealt with, and they don't want nobody trying to tomb rob.
Hmm.
But it's literally night and day with the City of the Dead. Great place to hang out during the day, but at night they're like, nope, everything's getting locked up. Stay away from here. Not that stops anyone from sneaking in at night for whatever mysterious reason that they want to. Um, but no, Daxam goes there during the day. He's not, there's nothing about him going there doing anything weird at night. He goes there during the day, tries to practice some research with some of the magic that he's using. Um, that he wants to do like outside, but he doesn't want to do like on the inside of his home. But he doesn't want nobody to be nosy, so he hires guards to like keep people away from him while he's there. Um, and he is friendly and trustworthy. He is known to be very friendly and trustworthy enough to honor any contract, as your characters have already experienced themselves.
Mhm.
Um, and he's known to be a stickler for details. Um, he was capable of creating magic items. He's researched some spells as well. And he's known to collect them as he would collect them in me, and he's known to like collect magic items or magic as a form of payment as well. Um, and people say that he can sometimes be a bore and a pest if he catches wind of like a new magic item. Like he was really into like uh magic items. Like he was into like what was out there, and if there was anything new, he wanted to study it. He wanted to know about it. But that was his life, him and now it's been taken by an assassin. The one that works for Lord Prendergast, which
Um,
which from what
Any
your
chance?
characters have easily deduced,
Any chance?
Prendergast found out that Dagsum helped you guys
Is this
right.
and
is
took it
this
and took it out on him.
Mascar Mascar one? Did he show up also? Because he's like the parent of Kier's one, and he's very influential.
Oh yeah. He didn't. You don't see him here.
He probably got the
Eh,
money for a raise dead spell.
that's a possibility.
That's what I. Hello, win one team two, one churches.
That is a possibility. He's not present. If anything, he might still be at his home and being informed, or he might not be in the city at all. These nobles, um, they tend to be very busy. Half the time they're here, the other half of the time they may be out doing something else. And they don't. And your characters know that nobles tend to, when they're rich and bored, tend to have more than one residence. They could have a villa in another nearby town, or out in the countryside. They'll have like another house somewhere. Um,
Must be nice.
or a lodge.
Yeah, must.
You know the Phil was it the Phylon? I think it was either the Phylon or the Broken. I think it was a Phylon. House Phylon. They have a lodge in the Ardite Forest. It's basically like a second home of theirs, and it also doubles as like a hunter's lodge, since their family's known for like capturing like exotic beasts and shit. So they have that at the art like at the edge of the Art Deep Forest.
They
Yeah,
like
out
exotic
the
beasts. They like to
yeah,
hunt them. Yeah,
yeah.
I may be able to help them out with that. Give them something to hunt, something real exotic. Provide some good sport, good challenge.
Real exotic.
I could show them something
Uh,
new.
Lucian says Lucian says to Sophia, he says we need to figure out who we need to check on anybody else who's we've been in contact with
Yeah,
because they could all
characters.
be in danger.
I would say Lucian does get a very strong sense that this was not just done out of spite, but as a message.
Like,
Well,
like
The problem is, we left Smank alive the first time. He's still out there.
what does
He's still
Spank? What does Spank have to do with any of this?
Smank has been behind
Oh, hey emo! Thanks for
everything
the subscription. I
just to
know.
keep
I'm
us in this
sorry.
thread.
I don't remember Spank, or we don't have any information of him being a cultist. I mean, he's a greedy miser and all, but all he cares is about money, not the debt.
this
Oh,
is
it's
Pendergast's hand.
it's
Indeed.
behind it all. It's behind it all. And we
Well,
keep
thanks.
leaving these threads unchecked. And now we see it all coming apart, unraveling. They're
If it
all
wasn't
sitting
because,
behind, snickering at night watch,
if it
laughing
was,
as we dance around in our gold belts. Laughing.
if it wasn't because of Daxam, we never would have figured out about the apocalyptic scrolls and their purpose. So that knowledge is what got him killed. He aided us tremendously. Well, the least that we could do is pay our respect
Um,
and avenge him.
who's the guy who's the son? Who's Pendergast's son that wanted him out of there? Stepson that was looking for his dead father.
Oh, Lord
I
Ertos, the
Oh,
second.
fill in the second.
Yeah, Ertos. Yeah, Lucian
He
goes.
um
We should check on him as well.
he
Yeah,
actually as you mentioned that, you see him walking with a group of guards. You see him coming.
yeah, he better
You
have
see him.
beef off his security. He gotta beef
Um
off
So
his security.
Alago serendipity strikes me.
and he goes straight to you guys. He goes he goes ah although it is great to see you all again, I wouldn't have wanted us to meet again under these circumstances. I've heard the news and
And didn't we take his father also from down there? From so he's definitely a target.
Yeah, yeah, yep. He's absolutely a target.
He's involved. Yeah.
yeah, so he goes um he goes so I have this feeling that this murder wasn't just a coincidence or this murder wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Back at the tip of my tongue.
Some random
Isolated. That's the word I'm looking for. As I
isolated,
this
isolated incident. Yeah.
this murder doesn't. Something tells me that this murder wasn't an isolated incident. I have a feeling this is in retaliation to what, and I hope I'm wrong.
No, you're probably not. So you should be careful. Okerall is running around here doing this, and he
So they do.
points to Daxam.
We're
So
about to get
they have
We're
a
about to get Old
lead.
Testament over here. Eye
So
for an
they
eye.
do have a lead suspect, Okerol, related to Prendergast. I can't believe I trusted that man. My father trusted him. We trusted him all our lives. I was so
Yeah, it was
foolish
pretty
to
fucking
think
scary.
that he wasn't involved in it and it was my stepmother. Although I still have great suspicion of her. I've been busy. I've been quite busy looking more into her affairs.
Yes. Look, trust your suspicion. I always trust mine, and look what it got me. A circle of great friends who are also suspicious.
uh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, if he's here, then
why am I not giving Emo the shout out?
um, Lucian says to
The shout out to
Urtos,
the viewers that are here.
he asks, "Do you know where Okarol might be? Where he might be hiding?" Or who might be helping him?
Jesus fucking Christ!
Which clip was this?
Oh.
Hey, what's the Wi-Fi
You heard me,
password?
Lou?
Yeah, I heard you. I just got a
Uh,
I got a shout out clip playing
Hold
for.
on, just real quick. Let me
oh,
just.
okay.
I'm gonna just go to my closet.
I got lurkers in here in case they're watching. Want them to go check her channel out. In case they're
Yep, yep. What up, emo?
um. Where was I? Oh, so what'd you ask about Okoro?
Um, Lucian asks, he goes, "Do you know where he's anybody who might be helping Okarol hide, or any places he could be hiding at?"
Well, I have some ideas, but yeah, this is gonna take. Whew, this is gonna be some investigating, and it won't be. Considering the kind of man Okoro is, it won't be safe either. We'll have to dig around.
Well,
maybe, maybe all the digging around that we had Daxum do is what led to this. Maybe we should
what
try to figure this out on our own, guys, and 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 not get
too many
uh
people involved.
and not get Lord Orters Philon involved. He already got involved enough by sponsoring us.
Got to be at least a little something. He goes over to. He's like, you know what? And he goes over to the captain, and he starts talking to the captain. He's like, listen, we suspect that Captain Okoro, Prendergast's right hand. And now that you have a lead on this suspect, hopefully you find him. And if we have any news, all of us here will let you know. But I do have one question. Was anything stolen? Was Daxum in the middle of any sort of research? At the time of his murder? Where, where exactly was he? The captain goes, um, and you realize that like Lord Ortos is asking this because Daxum's been busy, like looking up stuff concerning the Age of Worms and the Cult of Qs and everything that he could find. And he continued to do so because he found it fascinating. And the captain goes, well, since the Night Watch is here, there was something in his room that had a note on it with
Of
the name
course.
of their group. And Lord Ortos goes, because I know you're still in the middle of investigating it, but I'm sure those documents that he has in there is information that it was what he was working on last, helping them out. And they'll have an easier time, most likely, catching the murderers with that information in there. It was, if you must know, it's research into a cult that was involved with the incident at the Field of Triumph. They're trying to stop
The
them.
cult of chaos.
So the captain's listening, and one of the members of the Watchful Order, and they're like, they're looking. The captain starts. He ponders. He's like, "Well, I don't see the harm in getting those documents and having you take a look at it, especially if it has any clues that would lead to the murder." All right then. He talks to one of the guards and informs them to go inside and grab those documents and bring them out, which they do. And there we go.
Shit, does Luna have raised that?
Yeah, she does.
I was gonna say, can we use speak to the dead also, like just to get information from like where the killer was, maybe?
You tell us.
I think you as the
I mean, you
the
You
guys
tell
haven't
us.
Kalimbo
fucking.
dude.
No one ever like I never was like reintroduced
You
to the group. I don't know
Nah,
if y'all
nah,
hated me or what. So
no,
Oh
Rolf
yeah,
did.
that's right. He's
Rolf
not.
did.
I'm just
No,
saying,
he's.
listening to you, I'm like, all right.
You guys didn't
Rolf,
go to
shit.
pick him up yet.
Hey,
Yeah.
you
I
just
can
yeah,
just,
introduced
I
it.
can just run into them. I can just meet them, figure out where they are, where they're going.
I
I'm pretty
remember
sure.
Rolf.
I'm pretty sure by now I've heard it. The word's going
Well,
around
I
town.
guess was I
That
guess
you,
he.
Right.
I
Oh,
mean
wait.
I mean does he?
No,
He
actually,
probably.
I'm gonna fix this right now. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this right now. Um, because I'm responsible for role playing Luna as well. I forgot. While we were on our way there, Luna was gonna have Onyx go like to go get like Sander.
Mm.
Okay. So a shadow elemental appears in your room, and at first, Vander,
He re-
you thought might be a shadow undead to smite, and then you recognized it as Onyx. It was
he
the
doesn't
shadow
talk, right?
elemental.
He just points toward like follow him pretty much.
Yeah, they
Like
don't. It
follow,
doesn't speak. Yeah.
like he could
all right.
wave, like hey, follow me, like you know. And you know
I'm
that's
like,
very
He
unusual.
recognizes it. Yeah, he
But
recognizes
yeah, I recognize it.
Onyx. Yeah.
Like
but
again,
you recognize that if it's there in your space, it's because they're trying to get in
Just
contact
for
with
a
you.
second, he thought it was an undead shadow. Like, oh, what the fuck about to smite this shit?
yeah.
You smite it, and you're gonna get hexed for eternity by that witch. You know, you gotta be cursed.
So they bring out like a small box with and attached to the box was the note. Um, the well, the box had like the Night Watch, the words written, Night Watch on it. But then as you
Are you serious? The murderer left our name, like they wrote our name. I watch.
No,
no,
Daxam left a note
this
for
is
No.
that
us.
yeah, it's Daxam's work. Yeah.
Oh, Daxam wrote us a note.
And
Oh, okay. I thought like
when you guys
Yeah.
when
on
you guys look into the box, there's a letter in there. There's a sealed letter in there, but the letter has been has uh
Oh, he
damn
was
what's
writing something for us.
the letter the name of the letter is Luna's father on the ball is his last name. Delphin's name.
Yeah,
is
Delphin.
on it. But in the box, the contents consist of several books about apocalypse cults, undead, and some ancient history, along with like discoveries that you have made and have had given to Dagsum that came from Delphin. Um,
Underbar.
um, the I'm sorry, there was an envelope, not a sealed envelope. It was an envelope with Delphin's name written on it, and there was a note underneath it that looks like it was like half finished that he never got a chance to like roll up
Also,
and put into the envelope.
so he was gonna send Delphin a letter. He probably
Yeah.
would. He probably was gonna use us probably to send it to him. Probably.
The letter looks half finished, like it got cut off right at the end. So that was clearly when he was probably caught by surprise, as he was in the middle of writing to Delphin,
We need that speak dead spell.
which the letter says, "My dear friend Delphin, what the Night Watch have stumbled into it sickens me to my soul. Every new leaf I turn reveals even an even darker secret. Here are my notes. You must take them to our one-time master, although I fear that even he may be ill-equipped for what rises in all of our futures. Until then," and then that's where it cuts off.
Mm.
But yeah, and the stuff that the stuff that belongs to your characters in there are the the diadem circlet, and I think it was the diadem circlet that we found in the Whispering Cairn,
Oh yeah, I remember.
and the other item, I forgot what it was, the one that can control uh the sphere of annihilation. Um,
Hmm.
that was in there, and
You
I think a
gotta
demon
you
horn was
gotta
in there.
you gotta write those down in
I gotta put
what
those
was
down
that?
in the key items. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
you don't write it in our sheets, so we forget about this crap. Put it on Luna's sheet or whoever was carrying them.
I usually put I
Oh
usually put
yeah,
it
put on the
here.
key
I need
items.
to put on the key items.
Key item and then on someone's character sheet, so that person is aware. Someone that actually looks at their character sheet. So I think
Um,
Luna, I think Luna had the one that for the sphere of annihilation and what was the other one?
It was like an ancient magical diadem, um, which Delphin had looked them over, and he said to hold on to them because he says there's like this dormant magic in the diadem and in the that like there's like this dormant magic that he hasn't been able to release. It's like because it reads it detects I think as a had been a wisdom plus two as a wisdom it detects as a diadem that gives you plus two to wisdom, but he says there's like he says he's told the Luna, and the group knows that like there's like deeper magic that's like that's heavily dormant in the diadem.
We got something
Yeah,
that gets plus two to wisdom. What's a diadem? What slot is that?
it's like a circlet kind of.
Oh
It's like
damn,
a
we could have had
circlet
Roth.
with like it's like
Could
a
have had
big
Roth carry
gem.
that the whole time. See, that's why you
I
gotta like let us deal
I
with this
think
stuff.
I think he knew, but I don't think he
Nah, I
wanted
never
to I
knew.
don't think he wanted to take it.
This is the first time I hear that it gets plus two to wisdom. You mentioned the key item many times, but you never said that it had plus two to wisdom before. This is the first time I hear it. Do
Oh
you
well,
guys remember that?
it does.
no,
Because I remember Roth never
definitely
had
not.
a Roth never got a plus two. Because wisdom is his main stat, right? For Roth, and he never even had a plus two to wisdom or anything. He could have been using that shit from day one. I doubt he would be like, no, I'm not wearing that. You know how Samuels is. He would have been like, hell yeah, let me wear that crap. He would have claimed that like in you know in a gigasecond.
He would have claimed it and sold it.
He would have. He would have sold it.
Yeah. A good thing he
he
didn't
would
have it, cause yeah, he would have sold that.
claimed it.
He would have
He would have
completely
sold that
forgot
shit.
about the
The
dormant
importance
magic
of it.
that's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first I hear of that item, like +2 to wisdom, because we it's only like one item recently that we found gave wisdom. We haven't found anything with wisdom yet, and
Um,
I don't think that Sander could benefit from it because he has a +4 wisdom item, and this
Or
only plus
headband, yeah.
yeah. So
yeah,
I'm good.
I don't.
we'll just hold on to it. We're gonna
Okay,
hold on
that's
to
what
it.
Yeah,
Just gonna
it's
hold
it's
on
a
to
a
it.
key. It's a key item. It's related to the
Yeah,
prop. It's not that we will get rid of it.
yeah. All right.
Okay, that's what it is. A talisman.
Does
Mm.
It's a
doesn't Luna have
talisman. Yeah.
raise dead?
That's been said to like be have the ability to like control. And he said there's the magic in the talisman's also um dormant as well. Like it radiates the talisman radiates strong transmutation magic, the one that controls the one that can control the sphere a sphere of annihilation. But he also mentioned that the magic in that talisman is dormant as well as the magic in
Item.
the diadem, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
since
mm.
can Sophia, she's not claiming it. Can she use that while we're adventuring? Because I know that she has like a circular persuasion, which gives +3 to charisma for diplomacy, but that's usually good for like downtime, you know.
Gotta find it. It should be
Yeah, man.
yeah, the diadem.
Have at it.
Too
And
long,
she
slightly
doesn't really
curved
get
head, and
much
a
from
blade by
wisdom.
its
The only
Yeah.
thing I'll get from wisdom is really like +1 to will save. That's it. But
Plus, yeah,
she don't got
you gotta
she got
take
nothing
it.
else in her head slot. And then, but whoever needs it, grab it. I mean, we got to keep it anyways. I don't think it's something we could sell anyways. It's a key item.
Did I misread that? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm like, where the fuck is it? Yeah, it was a silver diadem
But
inscribed
do we have?
with the personal glyph of Zosiel, one of the Jin Wind Dukes, one of the
Mm,
generals of the ancient um
the ancient war between
yeah,
chaos
between
and the
the
good people.
no, it was between
Or was it? Or was it?
The Jin and the Ifrit, two warring
Mm.
genies, two groups of warring genies.
Yeah, we saw that. That was a temple that we went to earlier before. We saw the mural of it, right?
Yeah.
Louis, can you
So
add a new? Like we have like a treasure list here, and then we have like the
yeah, it's on there.
organization religions. Where, we have a key item. Where? Where's it
Yeah,
at? I'm trying to look for it. Where?
right
Okay, I
underneath
see
art
treasure
object
before.
gems, art objects, gems, key items. I gotta add the.
Man, I'm blind. I don't see shit. Bestiary, NPCs.
No, I popped it up. It should have popped up on
Oh,
the screen. Yeah.
oh, I see. I see. Oh, I see it now. Oh, it's on the treasure. I had to click treasure and it's there. Okay. I thought it had like its own little a key item. The vision scroll, ancient magic dynam. Put there that it gives +2 to wisdom too, so we know.
And silver. Hold
And
on.
also put that it's dormant
Diadem
magic.
with those seals. Uh, inscription.
Don't worry, I won't forget.
Yeah, yeah. Keep track, Lucian. We had this shit since like level 1, and we didn't even know it gave all
Yeah,
this stuff.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. We
That
had it
was
since
like
level
level
one. I didn't. I
yeah,
had no idea.
level 1, level yeah. That was like the first quest we did. The Carns, the
Yeah,
first Carn.
yeah,
So we have it.
yeah.
We had a +2 magical, stat items since level 1, and we didn't even know. You put dormant
It
magic.
happens. I'm
Also,
just.
put
It's
that it gives
probably. For,
+2
I'm
to
telling you, it's
wisdom.
probably for the better, man. Because
Oh, the wisdom
Roth would
thing.
have sold that shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he would have
telling you, it's
grabbed
probably
it.
for the better, man. He would have
Look
melted
Ross.
that shit down and been wearing it as an anklet.
Had a Ross, bro. Pussy.
Right. Exactly.
All his characters, pussy. Let's start off with my grain, pussy.
You remember Mograine?
Yeah, how can I forget?
Oh yeah, you guys
He
you
was
pointed
playing.
out that.
He was playing Elzir in that group for a while,
Oh, there it is. +2
and
enhancement
you probably
bonus.
don't remember. I don't know if you remember Elzir. It was his bard, his Fey Touch
Bard.
bard. He got to level 6, and then he got killed by a cleric of Bane that casted poison on him. Poison killed him.
Really?
Yeah,
Mograine was with Johan. I don't remember Ricky playing with us.
he was. Yeah, he was playing.
I thought my grain was with Regnier.
He
So,
played Elzir. He used to have a elven court blade as a weapon.
Yeah, he had an
yeah,
elven
Like
court
elven
the
blade,
great
quarterback.
sword version of it.
snowflake war dance feet.
With Bloodstones? I
Yeah,
thought
for
those were.
Yeah,
Bloodstones.
he just died early, so you probably just forgot.
He was in there for a
Okay.
while. He was up to like level 6 before his character.
Nah. See, Mograine and Johan joined them at level 7+. We were
Yeah,
not there
that's
in the
why I don't
group.
remember. He
We
died
never
before they
adventured
joined.
together. He died before Mograine and Johan joined Bloodstones. Because when we joined, it was only just Amutsugi and what's her name, Sai. That was
Hmm.
it. It was only them two adventuring together at that moment. So
What
we were
level?
like a little
What
tent.
level did those? I know you guys did the 3 of the adventure books, the Sword of
Yep,
Daggerdale and all that.
we
And
did the
what?
sort of Daggerdale, and you took away that from Johan. I'm so pissed, man. It's like a
We
freaking
don't
that.
gotta reminisce on this nigga right now, bro. We really don't have to reminisce on
That's
this nigga right now, bro.
that's
We
that's
can
uh,
move. Let's move along, yo. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry, yo. Can we
we're
just?
talking about Althea,
Jonathan.
not McGrain.
Jonathan is
Fuck,
right.
fuck
Jonathan is right.
McGrain.
Listen,
I, I,
Talking
I,
about the
I,
other ones.
I don't.
But anyway.
I don't care about any of them he had.
even,
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
No, we were talking about Rick's character, Alzir. Um, not,
Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
no,
I
not
thought you were talking
McGrain.
about fucking. I thought you were talking about fucking
He
Samuel's
just
character.
No,
he
So.
just happened to
no.
be wrapped up in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could have swore that was Regnier though, but I guess yeah.
Regnier was a different group.
Yeah, maybe because I fought him
My character Kuru was
with
with
Regnier.
Regnier, and Matt's
yeah. Ragnir's with
Corvaco,
Kuru and
Corvaco, the monk paladin.
yeah,
Yeah, those
Yeah,
Corvaco.
actors, and
yeah,
Salmo with Samuel. Yeah, that's who Regnier
Yeah.
was with. He was a crusader, right? Regnier, I remember him.
yeah. A lot of group hits. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a cool group.
Yeah, that group was gonna be mad fun, yeah. That group was gonna be nuts.
Um. Well, yeah. So it looks like he was had something to have you guys give to Delphin when you went back. He was planning to give this to you, and then
Rest in
you know
knowledge.
with the note to Delphin,
Mm.
and whatever the stuff he was researching was freaking him out, and he wanted his master to look into it. But their master, the one that taught both of them magic, Malcor Harpel, which that's right. I don't know if Dave was here. Does my knowledge know anything about Malcor? He could take. He could either roll or take 10 for that one. That would
He's
probably
one
be.
he's one of those boys with the weird magic, the funky magic, Harpels.
Let me check LCO's bonus for that because it's gonna be a local
I
check
think it
for
said
sure.
Elzier's bonus. This
That's
guy.
it. That's Elzier. I meant Cassidy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's Elzier. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Another,
You
another,
miss that guy? You miss
another
him?
bard.
You miss him? I miss Larry.
I remember them. Shit.
I miss Larry like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Laris, another one. Cassidy. Where's his knowledge? Go. So his base knowledge, any plus 10. You guys could either roll it or. have him take 10 on it. That is pick. Why do you, that's I don't know who put that up as a pick. That's a lie. That's the fucking monk. Where they got this image from. Anyway, who wants to? You guys gonna have Cassidy take 10 on it, or roll his local check? Hello.
Let me have him roll.
Yeah. You have Cassidy take what's Cassidy takes 10 is like what 28 or
20.
27 or some
It would
shit.
it'd be 20.
Yeah,
Or he could do his wait, doesn't he like once a day have a fucking twice a day? He can take 20.
Like he can take 20 or boost his
Yeah.
skills or some shit.
He has lore master. He can twice a day he can take 20. So you have a choice. You can either roll with plus 10 or take 10 or use his take 20.
Let's take the 20.
So
It's important, right?
roll 30. What does he know about Malcor Harpel? What he knows is that Malcor. Oh, he definitely knows. Because Cassidy's a member of the Harpers. And so is
Yeah.
Malcor. So he shares with you
Well,
he shares with you guys that like yeah, he's definitely heard and knows about Malcor Harpel. And he's like that's actually very interesting that Malcor happens to be the master of Delphin and Dagsum because Malcor is a member of the Harpers. And he hails from the Harpel family, a family of wizards that live in the town of Longsaddle. He resides in the Tower of Twilight, which is east of Neverwinter Wood. Malcor is supposedly the second most powerful follower of Kelvin Arunson. So Malcor tutored under Kelvin. uh, yeah, Kelvin's no fucking joke.
Yeah, but if you were to put my master up against his master, my master would win. Hands down. Hands down.
Who?
Black Cloak versus Kelvin
Black Cloak.
Blackstaff. I'll give it to Alice Hallister over Kelvin
You think give
for
it to
sure.
Hallister? Give it to
Yeah,
Hallister.
yeah.
If it was in Undermountain, I don't know. I don't know, man. Outside Undermountain might be a little some competition there. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll say yeah. He does lose a lot of power if he leaves Undermount, but I think he got Kelvin though.
Malcor's the type who dislikes interruptions, but he rewards his students' patience. And he's as well as loyal friends and faithful followers with praise, shelter, gifts, magical aid. He's said to be brusque and arrogant, but he also has a pretty good sense of humor. Although he is a member of the Harpel family, who's they are a very eccentric family of wizards. He doesn't share their eccentric ways,
Really?
and
Okay.
he doesn't live in and deign to live away from and he doesn't live in Longsaddle. Yeah, he lives in the Tower of Twilight, which apparently is east of the Neverwinter Wood. So it's in that area. I don't know where that is in comparison to Saddle, but he doesn't live in Longsaddle. Um, he spends most of his time training other mages, along with researching magical items and their creation. Um, it's even been, and Cassidy says he's even mastered crafting the famous stabs of the Magi. And
What? This man has craft staff feet? He's making staffs of the magi out here?
I don't want to hear it. Claudius is epic level, and he don't even got shit. Like
That's
not even
crazy. So you mean to
not
tell
even
me
of that.
You mean to tell me that item is in the market price? It clearly is the market price value that's set for the city. So that means anything underneath that should be.
Well, I don't think Malcor's just wandering around Waterdeep selling stabs of the Magi, but he would be the one to cater to if you want him to to sell you one or to.
That's insane. I'm too broke to even think about something like that. I wouldn't even think about staffs. I know there's a summoner staff for like summoning, but I'm not even thinking about staffs like 100K. This is
That's the
not
kind.
RLS.
That's
So
the kind of staff that should have like dropped in the last campaign.
yeah, yeah,
Epic
yeah.
level never did, never did.
If this was RLS, I'd have been out here talking about staffs, but this ain't that. So I'm gonna sit here with my wand and shut the fuck up. I still got another wand I still haven't finished making yet. So let me just sit my ass down.
Wait, wait. How is he crafting that? The fuck?
You see what I'm saying, dude? Look at staff and the Magi, bro. You mean to tell me that's the market price count for this?
Oh, that was from second edition. Didn't they upgrade it to a minor artifact in third edition?
Dude, staff and the Magi, bro.
Man, it's
He just
considered a minor
making
artifact.
he just
It's a minor
making these
artifact.
things, nigga. Okay, okay. I see you, bro.
Yeah, it's considered a minor artifact.
It's a
I see
minor
you.
artifact. I don't think it was an artifact. It wasn't an artifact in second edition. That's
Nah,
why.
we can't backpedal, bro. Nah,
No,
we
he's not
can't
making
out
these.
here.
He's not making these. No, he's not making.
Yes, he is.
This man out here pumping out
No, he's
staff and
making.
Just said he
You know
just
what he
said
is?
he was.
Well, I'm changing that
Nah,
shit.
he just
That's not happening. No way. No. Mortals don't make artifacts. They can't.
But it's a
Not
no.
like
minor
not
Apparently he
artifact.
does.
not like
Apparently he
that.
does.
Nah, I'm
It's
gonna
a
change
minor
it. It's the staff of power. He can make staves of power.
Oh, so we're changing it now, huh?
I
We're
have to
not
change
fighting
it.
this
That's
one.
I have to change it.
Okay.
thing.
Okay. All right.
And mortals can make artifacts.
Yeah, but not like the way they're making him. The way they're making it sound like he makes them like he fucking bakes cookies.
This dude Lou got so hot, bro.
No, exactly. That's why I'm
That's
like,
just
I'm,
hilarious.
I'm
He got
saying to
so
myself,
mad.
this guy over here making like stuff of the Magi like hotcake,
Right.
and Claudius has a
If
plus
he's
one staff.
making stabs in the Magi, he might as well fucking go fight Pius himself. Like you
Yeah,
don't even need to
no,
do the
no,
adventure anymore. Just have him go deal with it.
never got a staff for my archmage. I'm a bullshit shit.
Oh shit. Um.
Nobody could picture Gandalf without a staff. Like it's like
Oh,
iconic with a wizard.
I know. I'll make that a. I'll make sure to have a quest for that. Nice little side quest for Claudius. There's a staff he's going after. Um. Yeah. Staff of power. I'd rather it be a staff of power. It's a strong staff. It's just not
Oh,
fucking.
it is strong.
Uh,
It is strong.
yeah,
Yeah,
see, okay, yeah, definitely staff of power. That 235,000.
yeah. That's very expensive. That's very expensive.
Woo!
That's the
Yeah,
staff of power price you mentioned.
that was a staff of power.
Yeah, that's
235K.
jeez. Deed power. Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Getting rich.
You know what? That's what I was confusing it with. When it said stabs of the magi, I'm like, oh, he's making the. I was confusing it with the staff of power. I thought the staff of power was the artifact, and the staff of the magi was.
No, no, no. It's the other way
It's
around.
the other way around. I'm like, hold
Uh-huh.
on. Yeah, because
That's
in second, this source came from second edition. In second edition, it was not an artifact. It was just like it was in the magic item list, but it wasn't considered like an artifact.
they're very similar. Staff of the Magi and the Staff of Power.
Yeah.
Going up, it's not like that much like crazy difference either.
Um. Yeah, because I think one of the difference, like Staff of the Magi, you can recharge it. I think if you cast spells into it, it recharges, gives back its charges.
They both have Retributive Strike. Like if you overcharge it,
Yeah,
they
they
both
have the
do that.
retributive. The retributive strike is nasty.
That's
So yeah,
dangerous.
so
But
Malcor Harpel. Yeah, he's a staff crafter. He it's said that uh oh so Cassidy also mentions that Malcor was also used to be he is a member of the Company of Crazed Venturers, a famous adventuring group. One of Waterdeep's most famous adventuring groups, in fact. Um, Said to be involved in many activities in and around Waterdeep. Um, in the year of the worm. Oh, he's the same one uh that gave Dritz the scimitar. I didn't know it was the same guy. That's
Mm.
wild.
wait. I thought Dritz got one of his scimitar from that dragon he
He
killed.
got he got icing death from the white dragon he killed, and he got Twinkle from Malcor. Malcor gave it to him.
Oh, oh, that's a big.
Yo,
Oh,
Twinkle is actually the stronger one.
Twinkle is a stronger one, yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Twinkle, I think, is like a
Yeah, that
plus
one's
fucking four,
yeah.
plus five.
Plus 5 defending scimitar, yeah.
Yo, Twinkle is destructive.
This guy Malcor just handed it to us like, here you go.
So I guess he is out here making Sasu magic.
He's making magic arms and armor apparently. Um
damn, he must be very, very high level because back then he was
oh, you know
very
what? So
technically.
Cassidy also brings up that like he was in the Harpers for a long time, but he actually defected the Harpers. He's no longer a Harper. He joined up with Kelvin's Moonstars. So
Oh, okay.
he's one
Mm.
of the Moonstars now. Although he still has his Harper connections, but like officially he doesn't work for the Harpers. He works for the Moonstars. To which Cassidy mentions that the Moonstars are a group of individuals that was formed by Kelvin recently. Um, they are known to seek out to preserve life and knowledge. So their outlook is similar to the Harpers. Um, but but Kelvin's the one in control of it, and he has them get involved with like missions that are very direct and very like more what's the term, more manipulative, which is why Kelvin had left. He said that's why Kelvin had left the Harpers.
Because he couldn't control it. That's
Yeah,
why.
he was a renegade. He was just like he was just doing shit that the Harpers was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, I got the job done." But he was just taking too many risks, and he meddled too much was what it was. He was too much of a meddler.
Mm.
Him and Elminster always argued with each other about that because Elminster's more of like a guiding hand. Like he Elminster prefers to guide. He doesn't want to like meddle, just like straight up, just directly, just all right. Let me handle this shit. Whereas Kelvin's like the opposite. Kelvin's like, nah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get it settled. That's that. That's how we're gonna do it. So he butted heads with the Harpers a lot. 'Cause the Harpers are like, it's not what we do. We don't, you know, that's gonna get us more into trouble than anything else. And you're taking these big ass risks and exposing us. And because one of the things he did was he stole a fucking artifact from the Harper vaults and like let it loose on purpose to like lure somebody. It was something crazy. How it was a scepter of the Sorcerer Kings. Of all the artifacts, she steals that shit and leaves it out in the open on purpose so he could like. I think he was like, so there was like some villain he was trying to capture, and he was baiting somebody with it, and yeah, they got pissed. And like, you chose this shit. That's the scepter that
What does
can.
it do? Oh, yeah.
It has these powers. It has these strong magic powers, but but what side effect it has is I think each week it cuts off. What is it like each week that's being used or some shit? It cuts off a god from being able to like. It cuts off a god from the realms. Like cuts their connection off completely. Like what? They just that's a wild actual like it'll be a week where like everybody that worships I don't know Helm or Ilmater and they're like nope can't contact them don't have any magic from him like yeah that shit was kept on the lock and he went and he stole it and he used it as bait so that's like one of the things he did out of many and he split and formed the Moonstar as his own organization which pretty much they do pretty much very similar things to the Harpers, only a lot more direct and meddlesome. And of course, with him controlling everything, because he is the kind of wizard that wants to make sure he's in control.
Hmm.
Control addict. Um. Okay, so yeah, that's Malcor Harpel. Um. And so your characters. So yeah, yeah. Um. Yeah, it's been from what 9 to 30, so about 19 days so far. No, not 19, like 21 days. Yeah, it's been about 2 rides in a day. Downtime, and this is yeah, oh, it's not even Nightfall the first. Where's this calendar? It's actually today is a very important day all around Faerun. Today is actually the Feast of the Moon.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people in Waterdeep have been making preparations recently for all the celebrations and festivals surrounding the Feast of the Moon. Today, yeah, today is the Feast of the Moon, or also known as Moonfest.
Damn, Moonfest.
It's an annual festival that occurs between the final night of Uktar and the first day of Nighthall, the 11th and 12th month of the year. So it's basically another month before a new year. Um, it's the last great festival of the calendar year. It traditionally marks the onset of winter. So winter's coming. Um, it's also a time to celebrate and honor the ancestors and the respected dead. So it's like Faerun's Day of the Dead in a sense. Um, and on this day, blessed folk bless their ancestors' graves and perform the ritual of remembrance. People also gather to tell stories of the deeds of their ancestors and of the gods until deep into the night, until they merge and become legend. This was also a time to hear of past heroes, great treasures, lost cities. Um, In Faerun, battles were typically fought between harvest time and the coming of winter, which meant that most of the fighting would usually occur in the month of Uktar. And so the timing of the Feast of the Moon, after recently slain soldiers had joined the ranks of the dead, was just practical if sadly ironic. Priests of a number of gods of various pantheons hold rites, ceremonies, and festivals on the Feast of the Moon. Many, though not all, focus on remembering the dead in one way or another. And for the priests of Kalemvor, they tell the deeds of the dead, preserve their memory. So this is an important. This is a religious, important religious holiday for Xander. Um, trying to see if any other deities, any other particular deities. I know for the followers of Shar, they call this day the Rising of the Dark, and it's when Sharans plot their nefarious deeds for the next year
Oh, I gotta get planning.
after a live sacrifice.
Yeah, I gotta get planning. I gotta get planning. You
What?
notice Adler is gone.
Oh shit.
Gotta go celebrate.
Well, he realized it was the feast of the moon. He yeah, you start to notice like people like certain neighborhoods, like they're like they're like planning their own uh setup. They're doing their own setup for like how they're gonna be celebrating the feast of the moon. And so yeah, the group. If Adler had forgotten, he knows now. Today is the feast of the moon. So yeah, yeah, characters. You got the box, you got the note, you um so all that's left is to there's mention of like going to Malcor Harpel. Um so that's one that's pretty much one lead to go on. Obviously to let probably if Delphin doesn't already know, because him and Dax are friends.
Mm.
Plus it's been a while since your characters have been back at Daggerford, and I don't know who's maintaining the Night Watch Tower, but
Nobody. We haven't been there. We haven't been there. We haven't been there.
might have to might have to kick out some squatters. I don't know.
Phil, Fish came back to reclaim it.
Right, Phillips comes back. I don't know.
Yeah.
You should know Phil's
I,
got taken care of. Xander took care of him.
Uh,
Yeah, I took care of baby.
Yeah, I had that, and I had that in like his backstory for like between level 6 and 7. Yeah, Xander was involved with the yeah, Xander
Ugh.
between level 6 and 7. Xander was in Daggerford, helping out dealing with something. He was checking. I think he was uh with the cult with the not the cult of Qs, the cult of the Ascended Lovers, the ones that worship like Kalimba and Mystic together. He went with Halnor to like look in on them to like kind of like figure out what they're like, who the leader was and what their motivation really is, and pretty much like keep an eye on them, like see how legit they are.
I just noticed
Okay.
in the I just noticed in the map this area by 137 is called Virgin Square. Is that where
Oh
the
yeah.
Virgin goes?
So then be that.
Virgin Square.
Yeah,
Then it be on there.
Um,
that's where the nuns are at.
Virgin Square is, despite its name, uh,
Probably the
Virgin Square actually has a roughly round shape to it. It's a prominent cobblestone paved courtyard that's located in the Trades Ward of Waterdeep. Um, Most of it is open southward onto Simple Street, but it can also be entered from the north through Atkiss Alley. It acts as a marketplace, but is also the place in Waterdeep where bodyguards and sellswords typically gather to seek employment. They are fully armed and often sinister looking. These mercenaries originate from all across Faerun. Many of them speak out and advertise their abilities or skills, and some even approach um, some even approaching known mercenary contact. Uh, the Waterdhavian citizenry often linger in Virgin Square to watch the boastful warriors, with women often giving them dirty looks, or to watch the constant traffic from the nearby main avenues. It's named for a local legend that claimed long before Waterdeep's founding, the spot the square stood on was used by nomadic barbarian tribes to sacrifice virgins, both male and female, to
Wow, that's
dragons.
a lot of lore for this area. Little spot, that little
Right.
spot there.
Yeah. Yeah, they would sacrifice male and female virgins to dragons. And in later centuries, I'll say, we'll say Cassidy's spewing all this because Ophelia was curious. In later centuries, Virgin Square would become a traditional meeting place for members of the Cult of the Dragon. One of the more notable incidents to occur in Virgin Square, as Cassidy's excitedly telling this story, was when a mimic took up
That's a
the
great.
sh- when it was when a mimic took up the share of a statue in the courtyard, shoving the real statue in a nearby sewers entrance, and the mimic lingered there for 2 winters undetected, preying upon drunkards every night and heaping their bones atop the real statue.
Get bought.
Fucking mimic for 2 years, wild.
Here.
But eventually the nightly disappearances did prompt an investigation by the City Watch, and not expecting to find anything amiss, two of the watchmen had prodded the mimic with their spears, who then retaliated by devouring them. Um,
Oh, like
after
me.
this, after this, the watch found that the statue's sculptor did not recognize it and discovered the hiding place of the real statue, along with the huge heap of bones that had been amassed atop it. And but yeah, that's Virgin Square. That's the reputation and the stories behind it.
Mm, you're such a great guy, Cassidy. You ever so knowledgeable. You ever consider being a
Right.
curator at a museum? They do have museums in this world, right?
Have what?
They have museums, right, in
Oh
Waterdeep?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They have you'll find museums in like metropolises, cities that can
She tells
that can pretty
Cassidy,
much like afford to show off like a museum.
yeah. I mean, this is not like towards the end. This would have been like earlier when we like level 11. I know you would have probably asked Cassidy to take it to some of those museums and all that. He would have been interested.
Right.
After what happened with after what happened with Daxum, she's not into like no more into like exploring or any of that stuff. It's like more like straight back to business, pretty much.
But I'd say that's the only thing that, interrupted your character's plans for the day was this awful news. Um hey, you're free to pick up with what you want to do.
Was that the one lady? Was any of her family member there?
Nah, they said he was gonna be. They got notice at their house.
Yeah, they're at their villa.
Mm.
The authorities went to their villa to inform them.
Lucian goes to Luna. He said, "Should be crazy if you had enough magic to raise the dead."
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I have been working on a spell for such an occasion. Since we happen to have people in this group, she like glares, her eyes glares behind like Sophia's back that tend to do dangerous and reckless things. So I kind of have been looking into something that I think might work. Only problem is I would need 2 diamonds. worth around 5,000 gold pieces each, and I think I might be able to bring both of them back. And as soon as Luna says that, she's like, um, oh, I haven't used my share yet, Sophia. I think what was it? She got like 16K, right, Johnson? 16,000.
Yeah,
She goes like, um, yeah, I volunteer. Here's 10,000 out of my cut. So she gives Luna 10,000 gold pieces so she could buy two diamonds.
Lucian's like, maybe we can get the Wands family to reimburse us. I'm sure they would love to see their daughter alive again
Of course.
for a small fee.
Your treasure. I'll let you handle that. Sophia says.
Uh, I'll take
So
Cassidy with me.
so Fila goes to Luna.
Um,
I'll see if I could get the gems.
Cassidy.
Do a gathering.
No, I'll say Cassidy does mention that like um he mentions that nobles, especially rich nobles, noble families like the Wands family.
They got insurance policy.
Yeah, he said they do, if the body's still intact, yeah, they do tend to have yeah,
I was thinking about that.
like an insurance policy where they will
Have
get
you heard?
will they'll donate huge donation to a church and be like, could you resurrect, could you raise the dead? Yeah, the
I get
bodies are, yeah. The
I was
bodies are the bodies are still intact. It's not like the bodies are burned to ash or anything like that. Like they were killed and the bodies are still there. So, and Lord Prendergast, um, his own family being rich, as his noble family,
oh, his assets got seized, right? Probably his assets got seized. Pendergast.
um, yeah, they're looking into his stuff. And they're questioning every member of the Broken Gulf noble family, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
None of and for what your characters know, none of them were aware that he was had that he would do something like that, that he would be, they all say the same thing about him, that there was something, him being in league with like a cult that was like doing this ritual and was trying to get like all these people killed, like all the members of the Broken Gulf noble family was like that. It seemed very out of character for him, like that they none of them would have expected him to like do anything like that.
Mm,
So he had his own personal reasons. He was, hiding from everyone else, and
yeah.
um,
And he had it all. I think
that, I mean, that happens in real life.
he had it all.
People,
Yeah, he had it all.
people you thought you knew, and they do something wild. You're like, what?
According to
I
like the
never
back
would have
lore,
thought that shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
According to the back lore you gave us, he's like a distinguished warrior or fighter. I think you say he was.
yeah,
That means
distinguished,
that
yeah,
means
fighter and a
he's not.
gladiator.
That means he's not a pushover. He knows how to fight. He probably
Oh
has to.
yeah,
On
yeah,
top of that, he's a nobleman. He has this arena, has his own mansion. Like, how greedy can you get?
yeah,
Winning,
he was
winning in life.
manager of the Field of Triumph.
Yeah.
Had his
What
own
the hell?
palace by the
And this
fucking.
guy's depressed or some shit and became emo all of a sudden. All loving the dead. Like what? I
All
don't get
that,
it.
all that.
I
Well,
would like
no,
to talk
he had a reason. Yeah, he
evolution first.
definitely had a reason. All that, and he wasn't happy, wasn't satisfied. It was, yep.
I hope we got a chance for him to give us his like that backlog before like Lucian puts a bullet through his head because I want to know why would you throw away your like OC life? I don't get it. Like this dude is living the good life. He's winning in life.
He better talk quick.
And
He
for a guy
better talk quick,
and
yo.
for a guy that's middle aged, he was like in great shape too. Dude had like a 6 pack. I'm like, dude, what the hell? You could get any girls you want. You got money. Like what? You got influence, prestige in the
I mean,
New
I
York
think he was
City.
in his 50s.
Yeah, that's still young.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Um.
For a youth in this world,
Yeah, I think he was definitely in like his 50s, late 50s.
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I wanted to know, like, to be honest, like I just don't. It made no sense to me that he's going.
And Lord Prendergast would obviously know that doing something like, having this done that, you know, you know, it 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 it's definitely done as like a message. 'Cause, like we were capable. Like I was capable of getting this done. Imagine what I could do to you, kind of situation. Um,
Yeah, Lucia's gonna make one more stop before he leaves the city, before we go anywhere. He's gotta go
but yeah,
talk to the gnome.
there's a good chance that I mean, it's because the bodies are still intact. The family will most definitely like try to get them like try would put money in to like get the diamonds needed for a church to to
Yeah.
resurrect them.
It's funny that in real life we have life insurance, right? Let's
Although
say
it's
like a hundred.
still although it's still a crime, they still got murdered. They still
No, no,
so doesn't matter if they could come back
Right.
or not. They got fucking that shit costs money. That shit.
like we got card insurance and life insurance. Life insurance, like let's say like 150, right? $150 for like a $2 million policy, right? I
Right.
mean, in D&D, like Waterdeep, let's say you get life insurance, probably costs like what, like 100 gold pieces per month, or
It was like that. You know what? It's like that in when me, Rick, and Matt was playing in the Pathfinder. Remember the Pathfinder Society? They
what?
had it where
Yeah.
the faction you were with, if you could put money aside
Yeah, you
to
pay money,
to
and
like
it
have them come.
accumulates.
Yeah, but you put money into the faction, and you could have them. You could pay your faction to to like send somebody out to get your body to resurrect it if you had enough
Hmm.
money.
That is so cool.
Yeah, they had something
Heard
like
of that
that.
before. That's cool. Like, look, we were venturing in Waterdeep right now, and we're like concerned about a TPK. Or what? Actually, we're not concerned about a TPK. We're the Night Watch, but still, we in Waterdeep. We could have paid insurance. We could have paid like a 100 GP each character insurance for the month.
Yeah,
Hey, we get
it was.
killed. I bet the premium's higher for adventurers though. It's probably like, oh
Yeah,
no, it's
when
a
you
100% upcharge.
it was like the high. It was like the more quests you did, the more faction points you got, and you got to like use your faction points to like get benefits from your faction. And one of them was, I forgot how many points it costed, but one of them was a member of the faction will come out and get your body, get you resurrected if you use this amount of points. Um,
Well, either or, even if they get the money, Luna will volunteer free of charge to cast a spell, so they don't have to pay a spellcaster or one of these greedy clerics.
Free of charge.
Hey, it's Luna. It's not free. It's
me and
Luna.
Cassidy will, me and Cassidy will handle the price. Don't worry about it.
There you go. You guys
pay
do
the
that.
pay the witch, get the witch to do it instead. He's at a greedy
Hey,
church.
Uh,
Hey, the
you,
church uses those funds for good reasons.
yeah, I know.
so will we.
They use they gotta equip their clerics, make sure that they're well funded
Don't, don't,
and
don't trust,
protecting things. Yeah,
don't trust Luna. Don't trust Luna and Sophia with the money. They'll give it to the poor and all that stuff.
Yeah,
They'll
I'm
give
gonna,
it to
I'm
that.
gonna go get us paid. We're gonna have Cassidy go get us paid. Don't worry.
like they might pay money to the Death Watch Chapel, Clever. Hey, bring their souls back now. I don't know.
Mm.
My guess is like the cleric they would probably go to.
Oh, I got
They
a, I
probably
got
would
a.
donate. It's just the Wands family. I think Mistra's their patron. They probably would donate to the House of
Oh wait,
Wonder.
wait. They're a follower of Mistrant. Oh yeah,
I
Sophia
believe
definitely.
so. Yeah.
Sophia, oh, I forgot to tell you, Lou, but we do this in WhatsApp. Sophia wants to give a substantial amount of money to the Church of Mistra, House of Wonder. She wants to give like a large donation, but we do that off panel. I'm not gonna waste time doing that here.
It's a noble house with a strong history of magic. Yeah, I'd say they're definitely Mistrans, as their patron. Doesn't
Yeah,
specifically say that, but I would it would make sense. Mistra and Azuth would be like their patrons for sure.
I could see Daxum worshiping a Sooth. He's very
Yeah, Daxam's
and the
more
and his,
Azuth.
and his
I
wife
could see that.
Mistra. His wife more Mistra probably.
Yeah, his wife is Mistra, and he was definitely Azuth is more his patron.
Hmm.
Azuth. Um. What's who I know we had somebody in the Was it Geminal? Geminal's patron was a Zoof, wasn't it? Yeah, it
Mm,
was.
yeah.
I knew somebody had a Zoof as a patron. Um,
I think all my characters have Mistra as their patron.
so they overlap. I mean, kinda. The Zoof is like more like great wizardry, all wizards.
Yeah,
Whereas,
Azuf is just straight wizards, and a lot of the things he deals with too is like policing other like wizards.
yeah.
So,
Whereas
so she would,
Mystra is all magic, all
yeah,
forms
in
of
all
magic,
forms.
all magic. Yeah. So
I see a Sooth more conservative and Mistra like more liberal.
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. As a matter of fact, like if you want like the path to get to Magister, because that's what
Zeus
Gemini was
chosen.
going
Yeah.
towards, you gotta go through Azuth, because like he's basically like the ward of magic, whereas Mistress is magic itself.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of the Magister, like you pretty much would go through Azuth to get that, because that's strictly about
Hmm.
policing other wizards.
And he was the first Magister
Hmm.
when he was
He's like their
immortal.
patron, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool
Uh,
job where you just take down freaking high level like
You know,
magical
I
lawbreakers.
remember Lewis throwing lore like when Claudius was like level 9, 10. Oh, I see potential in you being a magister. But then
Yeah.
that never developed though. That just stayed like that.
I mean, you gotta leave some open-ended things at the end of a great arc.
You remember that
At the
scene
end
where
of a saga.
that was like his first mentor, Mathor. Oh, I remember his name. I think it was Mathor, something like that. Mathor. He was like a level 12 wizard.
Mm,
And he was like Claudius' mentor when he's level 7, and then eventually Claudius surpassed him. We were like level 18. He's still like at level 12, 13. I'm like, oh shit. and
mm.
Oh,
I start.
Mirathon?
Mir- was it Mirathon? Or
Is
was it
that
I
who?
don't
Mirathon?
know. I
Was
don't
he?
think it was Marathon that had that role.
There was another guy.
There was two wizards, Mirathon, and then there was another
Yeah,
person.
Mirathon. Oh, the other wizard was all the way in Lapalia.
That guy, yeah.
When you guys went through the portal and ended up over there, and you had to try and get back home.
Hmm.
He's the guy that said that. I'm like, oh, you have the potential.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you were looking for like a wizard guild or something that was in the
Uh
city
huh.
in the town, and you met
Yeah.
him. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, man. Ever since I Gemini escaped being like a slave to a wizard and taught himself magic and started taking on red wizards, I started powering up feats that's like anti-wizard. So a lot of like uh
Isn't the current
combat.
Magister here in Waterdeep right now? Isn't that like that chick? I forgot what her name is.
She's not in Waterdeep. I don't know where she's mainly located, but I know I'm sure it's not
Is it in our
Waterdeep.
timeline or is it a different timeline?
It's in your timeline. Yeah, I know who you talk.
Mm.
I know who you're talking about. I forgot her name. It started with an N.
Yeah, yeah.
Neretha. I forgot her.
This is cool.
That'll be dope. We met the Black Staff though. That was dope.
All right, so
Yeah.
oh, we have a list. Thank you, Wiki. Halitha Veyrovri. That was her
hmm
name.
hmm
Talitha. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This was the one from the book. Yeah. From 1370. Yeah. She became magister back in 13. So 4 years ago, she became magister. Well, almost 5 years ago. She travels extensively. Oh, she is. She's in the Sword Coast region. Okay. But south of Waterdeep, in the land south of Waterdeep. Okay. So she is in this region. She's in Sword Coast.
So
She's
that
not in the
means she's
city,
closer
but
to Daggerford if she's south of Waterdeep.
yeah. She also visits the Vilhan Reach and Cormyr.
Oh shit.
But she's mostly it's they make it it's yeah, it sounded like she's mostly in the Sword Coast. Okay. Interesting.
Yep. So Felix gonna be her
Nice.
bodyguard. Post epilogue. So Felix gonna be her bodyguard when we retired.
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie.
Word.
I gotta crash, fellas.
It is a
All
good
right,
Not
stopping
gonna
man.
point.
lie.
It's almost 2. This is a good stopping point.
um yeah, I guess the question was what your characters were gonna do next.
Uh, Yeah,
You
I
gotta
gotta. I want to. Lucian wants to go to the gnome. I want to get. I want to get a cartridge of name bullet made.
Damn, whose name is going on that?
Uh,
like
Alcarol.
A cartridge of name bullet, like this, like this.
Can you do a card? Can you do a
Who
cartridge?
who has the spell? Does he even know about the spell?
name bullet.
Yeah, that's just.
Luna
I
had it. I thought Luna
I
had it.
think Luna. She talked about it. I don't know if she has it.
Does she have it?
I thought she had it, but she didn't. I remember her talking about it with him, but I don't. I don't know if she took it or not. If she,
It is a
she
witch
doesn't.
spell. It is a witch spell. I thought
Alternate,
she took it.
alternate. If
Maybe she.
Camino becomes Magister,
I,
man, he might meet Sophia, man. Be her bodyguard, man.
No, she doesn't have it. She mentioned it. But she
okay.
doesn't have it. Not
Mm.
yet. You know what? Yeah, she mentioned about developing it or learning it. She did mention she was gonna do that.
She forgot to get it probably.
Okay.
I know she wanted to get that because she was talking about that a lot. She probably forgot.
Yeah,
Well,
I think she
well,
forgot.
Yeah.
Tony forgot. I mean,
That's all right.
it's a very good spell
Ugh.
for for a
It's
gunslinger.
gonna be it's a rare spell
Oh.
too. Very well. In the Forgotten Realms, it would be
I used to use
Uh.
that all the time on
because
Cyno.
firearms are rare, and magic developed specifically for firearms is even more rare.
Mm.
Luna got to become Claudius' apprentice. He knows that spell.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, I
It
gotta. I'm gonna
seems like
crash,
it
guys.
seems like
I
the
got a
only
witch of
way
them.
someone would ever really like even develop the spell is if they're around somebody with firearms. So I think
Yeah,
one kind of like precedes
Yeah.
the other
So
for sure.
That's
it
true.
probably have to be Luna.
that's how I was gonna. That's how I was gonna develop it. Was that like she researched it
Hmm
in a
Yeah.
sense? Yeah, that's how she got it.
That's what we did. That's what we did with
Because
Claudius on
yeah,
Cyno.
because yeah, same with Claudius. Like they learned it through their own magical talent and research because they were hanging around somebody who was a gunslinger. So
Right.
Hmm.
Out of the blue, it wouldn't make no sense. Like, why am I? You know.
Right.
right, like finding a scroll of that and what it even in what it would take a while. 'Cause it's like
Yeah. That's the only way you get that is getting it as a bonus when you level up. And
Well, I mean the
all
gnome who was I just thought maybe the gnome who was enchanting my weapons might know something about it,
is it a
but
cleric spell? No, it's an arcane spell. Okay, so yeah, no,
okay,
she wouldn't even be able to cast it.
gotcha.
It's a spell. I don't know if there's a magic item that works the same way.
Mm.
A magic
All
like a
right, well,
like a
I'll wait.
magic bullet.
I'll figure it out later. But I'm gonna get out of here,
oh,
guys. I'm
it's
tired.
a
I'm not
it's
gonna
a
lie
All
to
right,
you.
ranger.
bro.
It's a ranger spell too. Imagine a ranger using a gun, or even arrows.
It'd be like a super fucking ranger to have that shit.
Yeah.
Ranger
Oh
with
yeah.
firearms? Oh hell yeah, that'd be
That's your
wild.
character, Lou. That's your character, Lou, from his next
Right.
level.
Get a
Fire, fire
sawed
shield,
off shoddy.
Yeah,
fire
FF11.
shield, fire shield.
But I didn't use the gun. I didn't use the. I stayed with the arrows in FF11. But I knew
Oh, you
like the.
did. Guns were
Yeah,
good. I
I
heard.
knew the gun. Yeah, I knew the guns were pretty good. I don't think I had one for him though.
Matt, we're done, Matt. You can go to sleep. We know you're tired.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, he left. Okay, good. Right.
he did.
So your characters Okay, yeah, that was all he was talking about. If there's nothing else, your characters, you just gotta let me know when your characters plan to head back to Daggerford, really. If
All
they're
right.
not
So,
doing, yeah, if they're, other than all the downtime craziness that they did for themselves. Unless there's anything else they want to do in Waterdeep.
all right.
Um,
That's a thing I
but
wanted to
I'll say
do.
this: your characters have already spent 21 days. Yeah, 20 up to the ninth, from the ninth to the 30th. 20. Yeah, you've already been here for 21 days.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a long
Yeah.
time.
So being here for 21 days.
Training, crafting, getting to
Okay.
know the city, uh, the ranking up, getting more skilled. Um, Extremely busy. Like the 21 days went.
Man,
went by quick for your characters because of how busy they were, but they're also realizing, yeah, it's been 21 days.
It's time to get back.
21 days since the fucking incident at Field of Triumph and away from Daggerford
mm.
and so it's a matter of when your characters are like, all right, we need to start moving and
So if that's 21 days, that means I have this summon monster wand too. So I got both my wands then.
yeah, you have the wait, two. I didn't even know you were crafting the second one.
There's two wands. There's a wand of evolution surge and there's a wand of some.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing the surge one.
What?
So I guess we'll put that
I
down
no,
in
we
the.
did no, we discussed that, and you said that
No, I thought
because
I thought he did the search one. No, he.
the surge one was the summon monster one was
I
the
guess I
first
didn't have
one.
it. I didn't have it written down. I had the monster, Summon Monster 5 one written down. So he's crafting the Evolution Surge one during this downtime. Then
He's crafting two wands the whole time.
he finished the monster. He finished the Summon Monster 5 one. I think
That was the
eight.
first one you summoned, right?
I think
Malachi.
8 days. Was it 8 days? I think 8 days later. So he does have time to make the other one
Right. So
because
so
it's
if that's
been
the case, then he would
he'd be
for the
crafting
second
that.
one he would be crafting that. He would break down the cursed items to conflate time.
Uh, it has to be the same kind. You would have to be breaking down wands to use
Okay.
you have to salvage a wand to
It
make a
has to be the
wand.
exact
Yeah, it
same
has to be the
item.
same.
Gotcha.
Same with weapons. Same. That's why I was cracking jokes with the Rise of the Runelands. I'm like, man, you guys got so much weapons and armor. If only somebody had the feet, they could salvage all this shit.
That's
But
cool because there's some wands that Pale Lady doesn't need. So I will salvage that the imagine this one she could keep produce flames. Um,
oh, it's on his
yeah,
character sheet. That's why I see it.
So
he'll salvage the I kind of like that though. Auto hits. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep those. Never mind. All right, so then he'll take the straight up days that it takes to should be what 21. Guess what I have for the other wand.
Um, hold on. Um, third level spell cast on 7 times 750. 15,750 divided by 2 will be 7,875 gold and 8 days. So yeah, he has the time to do it. I just gotta. So I'm gonna mark off the treasure list this amount so that he can have it
all right,
crafted.
Lou. So I don't know how to go about this because I mean, if you want me to be meta about it or not meta about it, because this is the way I see it. Me add a character, there is one item that I want Sophia to get with her part of the loot that she has got. But in character, I don't see herself like going out of her way to get that though. So I mean, the only way I could see her like doing something like that is giving like like a substantial amount of the like what I see Sophia doing is like donating most of her loot to her church. Like that's what I see her doing. You know,
Well, what is it she's looking for?
like out of character, I would like her to have the Braces of the Merciful Knight. Me, but that's Pichardo, me out of character. I would like her to have that. But in character, she's more like thinking like, I have everything I need. And whatever I need, my God will provide for me. That's how she
Mm,
thinks. So that's my dilemma there. Like, am I supposed to
I
be
got
meta about it? Am I supposed to be meta about it or not? Like her, she would rather just like donate it, like most of that money to her church. and then her goddess will provide for her whatever she thinks her god needs. Or if her god doesn't think she needs anything, then she's good. Does that make sense?
How much is it?
Oh, I think it's like hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I know she has now 16,800. Because Johnson said she got a cut of 16,400 on top of the 400 she had. This costs 15,600, so she has the money for it. But what I was gonna
1,600.
have her, yeah, what I was gonna have her do is like donate, let's say 16,000 to the church, and then give $120 to the Mystic Fire Night, 120 gold pieces. That's like her yearly, that's like her dues for the whole year, because 10 gold pieces per month. So she would like to pay for the whole year. And then, or what you could do is, let's say like she donates to the church 10,000. Maybe she could donate 5,000 to the church or the Mystic Fire Night to start like a sponsorship program for like a future knight or future paladin of Mistra. Just like Neat Drama did with her. Maybe she could sponsor someone but potential. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Um,
Be like a secret sponsor. She's not trying to get credit or anything like that, but someone that you could see that could like help the church, help the paladinhood. I don't know, maybe someone from Hackerford.
no, I got a,
Maybe
I
she
got a,
wants
I got an interesting idea then.
maybe like a
Um,
fellow a squire in the future. I don't know.
there's a, okay, I got something neat to come up with. I'm gonna say this, at the House of Wonder, she knows that, there's, uh, a donation chest. You open the chest, the magic is, it's a magic, it's a beautifully crafted chest. It's clearly magical, and when you open it, there's nothing in it. But the idea is that those who come to Mistra, and if they wish to donate, they put money into the chest and close it. And whenever anybody opens it, um, uh,
Oh, they
it's
get like they
no.
get a
Whenever
real
whenever
blessing.
whenever whenever somebody opens it, it's empty, and that's because it gets put into a. Nobody knows exactly why it goes empty. Some say Mistra herself takes it and places it somewhere else for somebody who needs it for their magical research or whatever. Some say it teleports to a vault and in the temple where to their treasury. Um, there's all sorts of stories about what happens to the offerings once the
Hmm.
chest is closed. But there have been stories also that should Mister be particularly pleased, the chest will glow with the sparkling radiance of Mistra once the chest is closed, and then it will open and reveal to the recipient a reward. So we can say Ophelia takes.
Can you
Yeah, I
incorporate that
could
in the role
incorporate
play?
that in the role play.
I want it to be like special for her, like like
Yeah,
it's almost like her how do I say that? It'll reaffirm her faith too, because that means that she what's that word? When you know that you like pleased your god or goddess, it's like, all
yeah.
right. So whatever she's doing must be the right thing then. She's gonna continue doing it. But if she hasn't heard anything from her goddess in a long time, it's like, wait, am I doing this right or not? Or like,
Um, but yeah. I might change it to something different from a treasure chest. I'm gonna find something that's more symbolic for a goddess of magic than a treasure chest. But I'm just thinking treasure chest is like an example right now. I'm gonna have it be probably
You
something a
see,
lot more symbolic. But
let's say like if it's like, oh yeah, we're playing the other group tomorrow. Let's say like if it's Lemony, right? Lemony, he's a rogue. Him, I don't care. Him, it's like I see him like going to the black market, whatever. Oh, I want to buy this, sell, buy this, whatever. But I don't know, as a paladin, I don't feel like it's the same way. Like, oh, let me just go to Walmart and get stuff. I don't see, at least Sophia. I don't see her like doing that sort of stuff because she's not bougie like that. But like other characters, yeah, like if it's Lemony, yeah, he'll be trying to. Heck, he'll probably steal. You're probably gonna
Right.
see that he's gonna be stealing some shit here and there, but not her though. Like me, like out of character. That's why I don't like. Should I meta or not? I mean, because her going for gear, with the exception of like armaments, that I could see her in character because she's a warrior. She's a warrior of a goddess. Like her enchanting like Fiend Slayer +1, let's say the +2, that makes sense for her. Or trying to like upgrade her armor, that makes sense. But her getting like specialty items or this, I just don't see her thinking about stuff like that.
Right.
She doesn't. How would she know all that? I don't see her. At least Johan, he's very smart. He knows what he wants, and he had craft wandering magic item feed and all that. Like him, it makes sense, but not her. Yeah, so like, no, I appreciate you working with me because like otherwise I was just gonna keep the money there and just use it for something else, because I just don't see
No,
her
I
like
like doing that. I like, I like being, I guess, challenged to like make up something pretty cool.
yeah, yeah, and at the same time it's still balanced. It's not like I'm asking for like a handout. It's really her, sure her loot.
Well, yeah, no, it's just different than just like
I just
going.
wanted to
Yeah,
make sure.
right. It's just different than like
Yeah,
going to all these merchants and being like, so
yeah,
here
yeah,
are these
right,
bracers. I know there's thousands of magic items, but I'm specifically looking for these.
right, right.
And yeah, like it. Yeah.
I don't even want her to know that that item even exists. I don't want her to know that. It's like she'll be like, "Holy crap!" Surprised when she uses it. Like, "Holy shit!" Like,
All right. No. Yeah, I
yeah,
prefer that. I prefer to do it like that. That makes it more meaningful and
right,
more magical as well. More.
right. Right, right, and it could have like the sigils of like Mistra in it, and it
Right,
probably
we can describe it as
and
looking,
you
yeah,
and
definitely
you
more
and,
like a
and
Mystrian item than whatever. What's it called
right,
again? I forgot what it was called.
it's called Bracers of the Merciful Knight. It's a Pathfinder item.
Okay.
Bracers, yeah, and
So this
heck,
could be like, yeah, bracers of the
yeah,
merciful Mystic
it could be.
Fire Knights, we can call it.
I
Like,
was just gonna
yeah.
say that. It could have belonged to like the founder or one of the founders of the Mystic Fire Knights like hundreds of years ago. That will be even more significant,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, and gray. So instead of golden, we'll probably say they're like, what's her color? Her color's like silver and
Blue,
blue, right?
silver and blue,
And
yeah.
something like that with images of celestial creatures. We could have it like where there's magical creatures on it, celestial, the things that are creatures that are important. Yeah, celestials also. She does have some celestials that work from, but celestials would work. As well
Celestial
as
work.
like other magical creatures. Um, and when worn by a paladin, they're 4 levels higher for the uses per day and healing provided by the lay on hands. Okay.
Hmm.
And once per day, they can do lesser restoration. They can infuse they infuse lay on hands for this. Oh, that's pretty good.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Oh yeah, I could just do that.
Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it, man. It'll mean a lot to me.
All right, no
I just
problem.
I don't want to just like I don't want to simply just go. I know I'm in water deep. I could get it easily. I just don't want to go like, oh, craft me this, whatever. And heck, I could even have, let's say, like Luna crafted for me at half the price. But nah, it's not even that. I want it to be like meaningful. I don't mind paying the full price. I want it to be like something that is like, holy crap, like she got a key item, something that she will hold on to like for like the rest of her career, pretty much.
Right.
Like like when you're getting like a magical set armor. Remember, like in Final Fantasy 11, you had like the AF sets.
Yeah,
It's something like that, like at least a piece like that. Yeah. Nah, but I appreciate it, bro.
no
Yeah, don't
problem.
don't, don't forget to put that in the story next session.
Yeah,
At
no,
least
I'll
we'll do
definitely do that.
we'll
Yeah,
do like
or
a
yeah, I'll probably
flashback,
remember, but just in
flashback.
case, yeah, just remind me. Yeah.
I'll remind you. I'll be like, Lou, remember the flashback before we leave Waterdeep. All right, homie. So
All
I'll let you
right.
go. I know you gotta go to bed.
Alrighty, and yeah, we should be. We're still. Yeah, we're still good for
5 p.m.
tomorrow. Because I
Oh,
was.
4 p.m. for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I just talked to her. Yesterday, and she said. Yeah, she mentioned it. She's like, yeah, I'm still. She's still good for tomorrow.
Excellent.
So.
All right, homie. Have a good night.
Alrighty. Yeah, good night. Peace.
Peace.
Let's see. I'm going to raid. I'm gonna raid with my lurkers here. Um, who should we raid? Anybody else who's playing D&D? Who is playing D&D? Tomahawk on new campaign, Ouroboros. 2 viewers? 2 viewers. Let's give you some more viewers, my guy. All right, we'll be raiding. We'll be playing tomorrow at Friday. Not Friday. We'll be trying at 4 p.m. Central. And yeah, there's gonna be me and Cult of Emo. Be sure to follow her, and as well as three of the guys from this campaign will be playing as well. All right, it's raid time.